Hello, THL. Welcome to Sunday Showdown. Your spec op or your stream op of the evening is myself, obviously. I have two wonderful casters here. We got Dollar Beals. How you doing, Dollar Beals?
Oh, what's up? I'm excited. This is the first time I'm actually going to get to really focus in on and actually cast some Stormwind. So I'm super excited to be here.
I thought you were going to start your really train like you did the other day.
Really, 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 really excited. Really, a lot. Sincerely.
And then we're in the company of my Anadon, who just got finished his legacy match, which is what we're going to be watching tonight.
Not my legacy match, but we will be watching a legacy match. I'm maybe not equally as excited, but I'm quite excited as well. This is also my favorite or my first time doing the Stormwind stuff, so I'm really excited to get to see that. We did get to watch some GM today and yesterday.
Yeah.
So enjoyed that, but yeah, first chance doing it ourselves. So definitely very excited, but I'll leave it at just the one.
Just the one. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, man.
Just the one.
Yeah. There's got to be someone's got to keep their feet on the ground while I got my head in the clouds, right? It can't be just to float away. But tonight, for your consideration, we have Amber Flight Gaming versus Not Justin, Ron Mexico versus Automated Button. We were talking a little bit coming into it that this is a pretty big ask for Automated Button coming into this series.
Yeah, I mean, needs to get the sweep here for the tie. So no chance for Not Justin to win the week, unfortunately. But still the tie on the table for the first week. And obviously, looking at these score lines, both teams are getting away with some points here. So not too bad either way. I mean, each series so far, 1 through 5, except for the two, obviously, that we're going to see coming up, have gone to game 5. So could have gone either way. Amber Flight Gaming does take this week at least to the tie, and very likely just Ron Mexico needs to get just one game win to guarantee the win for Amber Flight Gaming. So a good week for them. But let's talk about these classes that we're looking at here.
Yeah, with the double hunter ban coming in, means we are going to be seeing from Ron Mexico, Paladin, Rogue, and Warlock up against Automated Buttons, Paladin, Shaman, and Warlock. As my voice shatters there, like I'm still in middle school. It looks like the main disagreement between these two players is the fourth deck. For Ron Mexico, the Rogue. For Automated Button, the Shaman. Of course, these are closed deck lists, so we don't know exactly the various flavors of all the different archetypes, but the strong Paladins right now, of course, hand buff Paladin. The Rogues right now, there's the Garrote Rogue, the sort of miracle rogue that Garrotes you to death at the very end of the game using Auctioneers. There's the Quest Rogue, which has been quite popular. For Warlocks, there's the D6 Rogue, that referring to the 6 demons that you run alongside Free Admission. Then there's the more Zoo Quest Warlock that is more fighting for board. But both have that Warlock quest in there. Meanwhile, Shaman, of course, a couple different flavors available. Elemental, all of them quite aggressive, but there's the more Elemental version. There's the Doomhammer and Friends version. And then some mad scientists out there have been trying out Shaman Quest, not even necessarily for the BrewCon reward at the end, but just for that first quest tick, giving you your mana crystals back to just really go extremely aggressive overload strategy. I would be surprised if we see that one, but it is a thing I feel like I should mention as a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, just straight up Quest can be very aggressive, and you can finish off the game before BrewCon, but even when you do get to the BrewCon, it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, now my lightning bolts do 6. I attack twice, right. But everything just is doubled. It gets absolutely ridiculous, even if you're able to survive that long. But yeah, I would say that the most popular rogue is probably the Quest Rogue. It's very much like a seemingly fair deck compared to what we've been seeing in this expansion so far. Just kind of decent. I think has some gas into most decks. Doesn't feel overwhelming as far as like its ability to win games. So I would be surprised not to see that. Although, like you said, the Garrote Rogue has been seeing some play, especially early on, and maybe in the hands of someone like Ron Mexico can be played in this sort of matchup.
Yeah, and Rogue, I feel like what you just said about Rogue having game into a lot of decks, I feel like that's been kind of the Rogue's position in tournament play for at least in the Barons metagame as well, where it's like, it's 50 to 54 in, it's in that 45 to 55 range in every matchup. And so it gets that fourth deck slot. It just kind of is like, it's got a chance, it's got a chance. But also to your point about the fairness, it's not going to, unless it is that miracle, unless it's that miracle style where they just take their garrote and go off crazy at the very end. If it is the quest rogue, which I would expect it to be, it just kind of gets on the board and then it wind furies you to death. But you get to see it coming.
Yeah. So I just gave the players a heads up to get rocking and rolling. So we have automated button who's going to be at the bottom of your screen, and Ron Mexico be at the top of your screen. And automated button is going to be for our casters to select first.
All right, I am seeing them doing battle here, but I'm not able to click on any eyeballs just yet.
God. Yeah.
Might be a spec bug over here. Let me try relogging.
Yeah, my eyeballs are working, so I can go ahead and tell you it's a pair of paladins.
Ooh.
And it's a secret paladin from Auto Button with Oh My Yog and Northwatch Commander in the opening hand, alongside so it looks like Ron Mexico playing more of a hand buff paladin like you might expect. Underlight Angling Rod, pretty interesting, but also Cariel Rome, Argent Squire, Encumbered Pack Mule definitely getting thrown back. You have to draw that if you want your double up mules. Okay, so it actually is. I've sounded more excited than was necessarily warranted. It actually is a hand buff paladin from both Auto Button and Ron Mexico, but Auto Button playing some stealth minions. We see in hand already the Burrowing Scorpid, for example, 4 mana 5/2. Battle Cry, deal 2 and gain stealth. So it's actually playing both secrets and hand buffs because, of course, the Bannerman probably, arguably, one of the best paladin cards in the game right now. Meanwhile, from Ron Mexico, we see Knights of Anointment, Catacombs Guard. So far, it looks like a little bit more just playing. Basically, I see no secrets and I see no stealth, is what I'm saying so far. Sword of the Fallen going to be the initial draw for Auto Buttons. That's an immediate equip on turn 2. Going to go ahead and siphon out a Galloping Savior from his deck. And now this puts Ron Mexico in a situation. I don't know if Ron Mexico is playing jewel kits. Right now we don't see one, doesn't have one to equip. Since there's an Underlight Angling Rod, I would assume probably no jewel kits. Can't say that with 100% certainty, of course. But now the Sword of the Fallen just makes all these Divine Shields. I mean, the Divine Shields are still effective, but they're just going to get knocked off by the sword as Auto Button continues to just get the free draws. And this is a classic here. Northwatch Commander on 3 with a secret that got siphoned out and was not procced by Sword of the Fallen. So just going to go ahead and get a free money card draw. I mean, I obviously look at all the cards in your hand, think about it. Bannerman being available does perhaps throw a wrench in that consideration, but Northwatch Commander is currently glowing gold, and I love playing cards that are glowing gold.
Yeah, just certainly fun to do exactly that. We do have the swing if we're not going to use it this turn to always guarantee that if we do want to go that direction. Certainly not a bad option, but I think I am leaning towards playing it this turn. You set up next turn, you can maybe clear one of these off with the Scorpid. I would say it looks like Auto Button's playing. I think it's Lasagna's list. I think that's who started playing this sort of very aggressive stealth version with the Burrowing Scorpids. Although is still running the secret package, so maybe some sort of hybrid there.
The Knight of Anointment going to come off the Bannerman draw, and now both secrets have been summoned. It's an Oh My Yog and a Galloping Savior. There is a jewel kit. Okay, so something else came out to make room for this Underlight Angling Rod.
Yeah.
Or perhaps it's one of each. But the Prismatic Jewel Kit being able to come online will at least... Although I'm looking at the hand now, I said that, but this is a handful of spells and weapons. There's only 2 creatures in hand.
Yeah, that certainly can happen sometimes, but still better to get it online, get some value. I'm surprised that we're making the trade unless we are going to play this Regent Protector here. Usually you don't mind kind of keeping that alive. And if we were, yeah, this is where it gets kind of interesting, because if we were going to do that and we're going to, okay, so we're proccing the Oh My Yog here. What do we end up? Ritual of Doom. I think I get this every time. This is what happened in my match, and I'm pretty sure it definitely was one of the factors for losing one of the games there.
Wow.
Yeah, that is unfortunate when that happens. Luckily, only a 1-1. When it happened to me, it was a 6-6, so a little bit less good. Uh, or more bad is more correct, I guess. But
It's
now still able to play this Northwatch Commander here.
Yeah, being able to get the Northwatch Commander down. Obviously, this Galloping Savior just gonna hang out until Ron Mexico chooses to play a pile of cards in a single turn, and so I think Ron Mexico has a pretty good idea. Because at this point, it's either Galloping Savior or what, like Reckoning or Avenge, something like that.
Yeah,
So
I think
that's
it's almost always Savior at this point. Those seem to be
yeah,
the two secrets people are running is Omayag, two of those, one Galloping Savior, sometimes two. Another alternate plan here is, yeah, that's Scorpid. Get the stealth online right now. You have the Battlemaster in hand. You can maybe just keep the stealth. There's really no way for the Paladin to deal with a stealth minion like this, at least in most common lists at the moment. So could try to just keep this alive, hidden, build up the other part of the board, and then when we have the Knight of Anointment, so could find the conviction, which would be kind of the go ahead to drop that Battlemaster and maybe win the game through that. There is a conviction, so opening up that possibility here soon. Could play
yeah.
some more conviction and get it online right now. That does allow for the clear as well.
I like
Which,
that a lot because if you get the ability to drop, you play. Obviously, it's not really excited, but I mean, clearing off the robes is not a priority by any means. There's not going to be any targeted damage spells coming out of this paladin, but just threatening the eternal threat of the battleground battlemaster. Obviously, we can see it there, but Ron Mexico has to assume pretty much at all times that actually going to attack with the Scorpion. So going to go ahead and
yeah,
take it out of
hard to
stealth.
pass
Interesting.
up the 9 damage. Still tough for Ron to deal with this board. You're looking at Cariel Rome maybe to deal with the 9/3, or I mean, what else are you running? The first blade of Rin we haven't seen yet. The
Catacomb
Catacomb
Guard will do it.
Guard is a great answer in this case, which some people are running as well. I think fallen off in a lot of the lists, but certainly in the Robes of Protection list have seen that still being played. Could be very big here, of course, as we see it's going to remove that. So it gets the 9 damage in now, but does potentially lose that 18 burst. Can look for that other conviction here as well. And then maybe if you have the noble mount to make this trade into the guard to remove any healing, and you can still play this Northwatch Commander, and it's a pretty good setup for that Battlemaster once again. Now that we've had the conviction, so I think that's what we're going to see here. Probably that mount into the trade, no healing, and there you go.
And the positioning of this might look a little unusual with the 2/2 Knight of
Oh,
Anointment
okay,
being,
so
it's an encumbered pack mule.
yeah, so hopefully our players know this. If they're watching GM, they know about this spectator bug. If you have an option and both mules are the same stats, please, please, please play the right mule and not the second mule, not the first mule in this case, because it will glitch out spectate for us if you do play
Right.
uh, the other mule. But if it happens, no big deal. Play your game plan. Don't worry about us.
Mhm.
But if the choice is available,
Right. Most likely comes up if there is a 4 dragon buff
Mhm.
and it hits the face down mule, by all
Yes.
means. You got to play the face down mule. The positioning of this Knight of Anointment is kind of interesting just because if Auto Button wants to give the 2 high attack creatures, the Northwatch Commander and the Blademaster Samuro, Wind Fury, this Knight of Anointment needs to die, which obviously Auto Button is going to be able to do with 2 attacks. You can attack with, well, actually, no, Knight of Anointment is just going to die anyway, so it does not matter. Never mind, cheerfully withdraw and carry on.
Well, there you go. No problem at all.
No!
Oh no! And the wrong mule has been played. Ron, how could you?
You've wounded me. Okay, so do we have to quit the whole game, or do we just have to quit spectate?
I think it might be a full force
Spectate, okay.
restart. Well, let's try. Let's try just the spectate for now.
But Ron Mexico is in trouble. Just remembering the board state.
Oh, now I don't have eyeballs available for.
Oh, I hear sound effects. Okay.
Waiting for game to start. That's
Oh
not
my gosh,
good.
Ron Mexico is dead. Is
Okay.
what happened.
All right, that makes sense. It seemed like it was going that direction, so not too surprising, but good start there from Auto Button, able to find the lines, and the Battle Master conviction just very, very strong.
Yeah, and Battlemaster, it's interesting with the addition of Battlemaster in the neutral set, it almost feels like playing against Priest in every board-centric matchup. Where if for those, I'm sure everyone remembers, you have that feeling of I must clear every Priest minion because if it gains or win almost immediately because if it gains Apotheosis or if it gets, the power word, a bunch of arms, I forget what it's called, power word Fortitude or something like that. Like it's any creature that I leave on the board is a threat. That is the case. We're most likely to see it actually in rogues, which we see Ron Mexico throwing a rogue now. And then, of course, the hand buff paladin has that battle master as the top end to just windmill damage to close out a game. So it looks like it is going to be the quest rogue from Ron Mexico up against an indeterminate shaman because I can't see Auto Button's hand.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get back in here, but not too surprised by the quest rogue. Battle Master just good. I mean, it seems like some of the most popular decks. Even Warlock is starting to run it in some cases with those Flesh Giants. It's just
Yeah, that's right.
It just helps you win. A surprise Wind Fury with a big 8/8 or another powerful minion with the Quest Rogue. You can stealth something with some of those potential pulls. Still trying to spec here. Might have to restart once again. So I'll have you let us know what's going on for the
Well,
time being.
I had to quit the entire client, so I'm now restarting the client
Uh-huh.
and coming back in here. But the opening hand, unsurprisingly, for Ron Mexico contained the quest. And then he was going first, Ron Mexico is, so he doesn't have access to the coin, which can be kind of a bummer as Rogue, right? Because, I mean, everything from coin SI7 agent going all the way back to 2014, but also just activating other combos can sometimes prefer to have that quest. So much so that there was actually a card printed called the Counterfeit Coin, so that you could always have the coin in your Rogue games. I believe that was Mean Streets of Gadgetzan.
All right, still trying to get back in here. Apologies. Hopefully Saku is in. I'm not sure if Saku's able to. Not yet. So for those of you out there, you're seeing the same thing we are. So sorry about that. If you have anyone to blame Ron because he played the wrong donkey, or I guess mule. It's a mule, isn't it?
Oh, it's just so encumbered. The mule is just too encumbered.
Yeah, it's encumbered my client to the point that I don't even see either player online.
Yeah. Oh, I now see Auto Button online. I'm not allowed
Yeah.
to spectate his game yet.
Okay. Yeah. Same for me. Same for me.
Wow, and I don't see Ron Mexico on here.
No. Yeah. Don't actually be mad at Ron. I'm sure he was not aware of the bug. I only found out about it because I was watching GM earlier and they mentioned it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I don't know if I need to relog again. It doesn't look like anyone else is showing up on my friends list. Or it was like adding people, and now it's no longer adding new people being online. So let me
Oh,
relog
okay.
once
I can
again.
see. Okay, so I'm about to be able to tell you what's going on in Ron Mexico's hand.
All right.
In just a second here. Okay, Ron Mexico. It's turn 2. It looks like Auto Button has played a Kindling Elemental. That's not very surprising. Pretty much every version of Shaman right now is playing some amount of elementals. Just Primal Dungeoneer is so good. The elementals are quite good. So Kindling Elemental could still be pretty much any version. No quest worth mentioning, so it's not going to be a quest shaman. Ron Mexico has a Foxy Fraud, Secret Passage, SI7 Extortion, and a Tenwu in his opening hand. But it looks like it was turn 1 quest, turn 2 dagger for Ron Mexico. And it has now passed over to Auto Button. So Auto Button is carefully considering their turn. Looks like there's a card. I don't know if this card was kept off the mulligan or came off the mulligan, but there's a card. The thing is, until we see a couple of more creatures out of Auto Button, it's going to be tough to determine exactly what kind of shaman this is. Again, this is closed decklist format, so I can't. Oh, it's a Granite Forgeborn. Okay, so it looks like Auto Button is playing elemental, like more elementals, elemental shaman. probably still Doomhammer and friends in there, but the spells could be as low as exactly 2 Rockbiter weapons, 2 Storm Strikes, something like that. Really thin spell support for the Doomhammer, and then just big elementals. So now Auto Button has a Kindling Elemental, a Granite Forgeborn on turn 2, worth mentioning, spent the coin and the discount from Kindling Elemental, and got a Wailing Vapor for 0 mana, just as a kicker there. So right now, turn 3, Ron Mexico is facing down 6 attack and 9 health worth of minions. And it's going to be a tempo Tenwu of the Red Smoke, just to try to have some amount of board presence, maybe prevent this Granite Forgeborn from trucking faceways. And that's the whole turn. Played the SI7 Extortion in order to remove the Wailing Vapor. Of course, that can grow out of control very quickly. Use the Dagger Charge in order to clear off the remaining life of the Kindling Elemental, and then just plays a 3/2 into a 4/5, which is just a feels bad situation for sure. And also, just running really low on resources is Ron Mexico. Foxy Fraud, Secret Passage, and SI7 Assassin. That's the expensive one that combos and lets you destroy a minion. And it gets cheaper as SI7 cards get played. Menacing Nimbus from Auto Button, and an Arid Stormer. So this Arid Stormer is going to be able to rush in and clear off Tenwu. Auto Button probably does have a little bit to think about, because there's probably... maybe there's an indication that there's no Shadow Step. Wow, Shadow Step drawn off the top, so no 0 mana Tenwu going to be possible this game. And Ron Mexico immediately throws down the Secret Passage, hits a Swindle, hits an SI7 agent. I would assume it's going to be Swindle, SI7 Extortion, although that doesn't clear.
Sounding like a great game. May I mention? I'm not able to spec yet. Oh wait, I have an eyeball for
I'm finally in. So Dollar Bills has friends now to
boy,
have some feedback. So the match is actually on stream. So apologize to our viewers. Battle.net has done us no favors again. So
I still can't spec Ron, but we're gonna just stick with this for now. I'd rather see one side here. So I am able to see Auto Button's hand. For Ron though, down to 21 health, 5 mana to play with. Foxy Fraud coming down.
Oh, it's going to be an SI7 Assassin to go ahead and clear off the new Forgeborn coming down. And Shadow Step on the SI7 Assassin is going to be able to... And the gadget that Ron got off the quest was Noggin Fog Generator, +2 attack and stealth gadget.
Yeah. And how many... so we have played, it looks like 3 SIs so far, so that Assassin with the Shadow Step should be down, what, to 2? Or...
That is exactly right. Down to 2.
Wow, math. We got
Crushed it. Oh my gosh, there's a Fire Elemental in hand?
Oh, were you only able to see Ron?
I can only see Ron.
Okay, so we'll have to communicate here together. Okay. All right,
so
we've got Primal Engineer, Instructor Fireheart, and Whack-A-Null Hammer in Autobun's hand.
Okay, so this SI7 Informant came off the draw, currently a 6/6 as a result of the previously played SI7 cards. And that SI7 Assassin now costs 1 and the combo is active. A second Noggin Fog Generator comes off the gadget tick for Ron Mexico, so +4 and Stealth available over 2 turns for 2 mana. The other card is a Wicked Stab for Ron Mexico, and pass it to you.
All right, so for Auto Button, available tons of options here. Gonna start off with the Primal Dungeoneer. Yeah, we each just cast one side. Primal Dungeoneer looks like it might be coming down here, trying to find one of those spells as well as another option with those elementals. There is a Kindling Elemental that can get that whatever other elemental comes down out very easily. It is a Lily Pad Lurker, which can be dealt with here. Does leave the 8/6 stealth, so a good heads-up play there by Ron, but gonna need some big damage to come out here. Like you said, has the second Noggin Fog Generator, so would need Battle Master, and then that's only 20 as well still, so not enough.
This draw is not going to be enough. This is going to have to generate some kind of... Oh no, this will generate Spymaster Scabs, so... this is looking like it's going to have to be Wicked Stabs, and then a value trade, and then a Noggin Fog, just to try to stay alive. And unless Auto Button has some area of effect damage, at least this 10/1 should be able to remain alive.
Yeah, Auto Button, it does look like it's going to be the Whack-A-Null Hammer build. So no, did find a Cage Master Custodian, but probably won't be playing that to look for a Doom Hammer or anything like that. Whack-a-Mole Hammer does provide 4 damage here, so able to get that down. And along with this Lightning Bolt, gonna be exact lethal there for Auto Button. And yeah, there is game 2 going to the Shaman. Ron Mexico just needs the 1 win here to secure the team victory. So far, not able to find it just yet.
Yeah, that was, I mean, the amount of board presence that Button was able to generate on turn 2 really just set the cadence of that entire match. Ron Mexico's quest rogue and all quest rogues generally are intended to be ahead on the board at some point with between the ability of the different SI cards, SI7 agent, of course, a classic tempo tool going all the way back to the dawn of time, where you can remove stuff and then develop tempo of your own. That Granite Forgeborn coming down on turn 2 was gonna be tough sledding, and it looks like it's gonna be Warlocks all around for our third and potentially final match, which is crazy. I can tell you that Ron Mexico has a Spice Bread Baker as well as the Quest and Flesh Giant available in the opening hand. But it's going to throw back the Spice Bread Baker, so now the opening hand is a Demon Seed and a Flesh Giant.
All right, Auto Button side has Demon Seed, Dark Glare, Spirit Jailer, and Backfire. So looking probably towards more of that Zoo build with those Spirit Jailers, although not necessarily guaranteed.
And I'm interested to see what the sort of the flex spots are in Ron Mexico's. I didn't see the second card come back for Ron Mexico. I wonder if I need to leave and respectate here. Because right now, I never saw the second card come back. All right, I'm going to throw caution to the wind and see if I can respectate Ron here real quick.
Oh, me too. I got an eyeball for Ron, so let's see if I can get the double. Oh, we're in. We got it all. We're living the dream.
Yeah. Let me see if I can spectate either one of these. Okay.
So now both spectators can see out of both eyes, not just one eye.
Fantastic.
Oh, and I got a spectate. Oh my gosh, I can see the whole game. Oh, a Baron Scavengers. This is the self-fatigue burn version for Ron Mexico, where he's got there's that Battlegrounds Battlemaster tech you were talking about, where you can just windmill out a bunch of Flesh Giants on 4 and then Battleground. Wow, 2 copies of Battleground Battlemaster.
So this is more of the sort of hand build that you just remove your deck as well. You have the Knolls for sort of your big hands, and then the Baron Scavengers can come down real cheap later on as well. And often usually running that, is it Soul Ren? That's, I believe what it's called.
Oh yeah, the deal 5 and blow up your deck.
Yes.
For every creature killed. Yep, Soul Ren for sure. I wonder if Ron Mexico's an Anetheron gamer. The 8 mana 8/6 that costs 1, or 6 mana 8/6 that costs 1 if your hand is full.
Yes. I believe the second one, and definitely have seen that in this build as well. So we might see that come down. For now, though, Auto Button with a couple of options, considering this Dark Glare just to start things off. No easy way, I guess. Gonna Hero Power here. Then play the Jailer, sure. Does have to use the coin. Finds the Bloodbound Imp, so this definitely looks like more of that Zoo sort of version. Some were running Battle Masters, or at least one. We'll see if this list is running it, though. Unclear at this point.
There's that copy of Soul Rend you were talking about to really just allow Ron to accelerate not only towards the quest completion fatigue stuff, but also get these Baron Scavengers for 1, get the Bloodbound Bristlebacks, dealing a bunch of Battlecry damage and providing additional life through the Lifesteal Battlecry effect. And it looks like this is going to be for Auto Button a life tap. Oh, actually going to go ahead and spend the Drain Soul. Not going to complete this step of the quest with the life tap this turn. Just going to chill.
Yeah, it was a little awkward. Was considering the Shadow Blast, but that would have over damaged by 2, which is not ideal. This sets up for the Bloodbound Imp or a Hero Power potentially to get you over the hump, and then can follow up with the Backfire or that Unstable Shadow Blast on whatever comes down next. already down to 4-mana giant. We have a couple ways to change our health. We've got the Drain Souls, the Raised Dead. So far, we had a Null die. So that's not a bad pickup. Going to be just the one Null, but does change your health quite a bit. So able to do this into a Drain Soul, or yeah, you can tap instead.
Oh, and hits a touch of the Nethrazim off of the tap there. So Ron Mexico sitting at 20, and with just a lot of presence right now on the board. It's always interesting with the quest warlocks because everyone's trying to kill both heroes all the time, and it can sometimes, one of the best things you can do is because we see 2 copies of Battleground Battlemaster in hand. I think Ron Mexico is going to cash in. Yeah, maybe even if only this Null survives, because just taking away that ability to take damage and draw cards is so powerful in really any versus Quest Warlock matchup.
Yeah, critically auto button again. That sort of choice last turn not to tap and finish the quest is kind of locking them out again here a little bit. Really wanting to get at least this first part done to get value off of these extra damage. So, ooh, interesting.
Oh, reaches for the knife vendor.
I'm not sure about that one. It is contesting the board a little bit better, and I guess we're just trying to push the damage here. This does put Ron Mexico down to 13. But looking at those big boys on the board, that is 26 damage with the Battlemaster, and that's just going to be it.
That's it, yeah. Ron Mexico has him dead +1, if I'm doing my math right. That's wow. And that was I'm not exactly sure how
well,
that
there you
turn...
go. Ron Mexico secured the win though for his team. Let's talk about that first. That's a big W there.
So
for
that means
Ron Mexico.
Yeah, that means it's a 15-point week at very worst for Amber Flight Gaming. So Amber Flight Gaming successfully wins week 1, and now it's just how can Ron Mexico put even more points on the board and gets a win with that Warlock. Like you were saying, the sort of hand Warlock hybrid, playing the big hand benefit cards, Goldshire Knoll, Spice Bread Baker, and then we even saw an entitled customer come into hand, but didn't even need it. Flesh Giants early are good. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
Look, it's controversial, but 8/8's early. I think they're pretty good. So we are going to see that hand buff Paladin once again. Auto Button just needs to find a win with the Warlock. So we're going to see Auto Button on nothing but Warlock from here on out. And so I assume that Ron Mexico thinks his particular construction of this hand buff Paladin has a good shot into the Warlock, or has at least a better, or maybe just a better shot than the Quest Rogue, I would assume, in Ron Mexico's eyes. And the ability of the Paladin, all of the divine shields can really make it awkward, because a lot of the Warlock removal is damage based. So it always takes like 2, if they're removing from hand, it's got to be 2 spells over and over again.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. I think a good start there for Ron, though. I think sometimes the way this gets away for the Paladin is they lose the board early on and don't have a chance to get it back. But that Blademaster Samuro, along with this Prismatic Jewel Kit and the Rites of Protector and Murger, are going to make this a lot easier to deal with any sort of wide board, as long as we're not talking about those giants.
Yeah, and crucially, we do see the Raised Dead in hand already for Auto Button. No giants available. I'm always really interested to see when players choose to play Raised Dead specifically. How important is the Raised Dead resurrection pool versus, of course, it's useful to just, especially with the Dark Glare on the board, it's 0 mana, gain a mana, and then also any creatures that might have died, and also advance your quest by 3 ticks. So it's like oh my gosh. But if nothing has died, this is really awkward.
Yep, when nothing has died, it makes things a little trickier, and pulling that second one off the top, I don't think there were too many options off the top that we would have played, right away. I guess actually there were quite a few that we would have played over the Raised Dead, so a little unfortunate there, but now that Raised Dead is active.
Yep, that's right. Oh, and Ron Mexico still playing Varian King of Stormwind. Ah, I love that card. But
I like it. Maybe you know, the coin could have been helpful to get that out in time for this game to actually matter, but maybe it does come down to sometimes we do last to turn 8 in this matchup, so we'll see.
and kind of this is an odd turn for Auto Button. Going to start off with a life tap and then, okay, I guess Spirit Jailer Tour Guide with that Tour Guide draw. So next turn, at least a free life tap to finish the first step of the quest.
Yeah, that is going to open things up with the raised deads as well. More than likely, one of these minions at least will die. You can force it with the trade next turn if you want. Although I do imagine they're just going to get removed this turn. Yeah, so this comes down into the second guard, removing the Spirit Jailer.
And man, Ron Mexico just loading up the board. Doesn't think Auto Button is playing any of the, sort of big removal. Probably has something of a read on what kind of Warlock this is, even though the previous game wasn't super long. First step complete.
Ooh. Okay, this opens a lot of things up here, actually. We're going to play the Dark Lair here, obviously, to start. Does not hit the Tour Guide, which would have been nice to set some stuff up for next turn, but has the backfire, as well as another Raised Dead to follow up here and just keep playing cards. Touch the Nazarene to heal up. There is a Flesh Giant and a Broomstick. So can continue this this journey here. Maybe this second Raised Dead comes out. Could potentially find another Dark Lair, although with this hand would open up too many other opportunities. So gonna just take the trades here, remove that Divine Shield as well.
Any interest in a Raised Dead Touch of the Nathrezim this turn? I guess actually probably pretty interested in getting another Flesh Giant off that second Raised Dead if possible. But
yeah, there might be the reasoning there for sure. Not at threat of dying right now. And did a pretty good job removing the board. We do see this Blade Master Shimuro, unfortunately, just one attack too little to get the really nice clear on the Flesh Giant. So
yeah,
gonna just tank it.
Oh, that's bravery. I mean, do have to remove the Flesh Giant. Also going to clear off the Dark Glare, which this is kind of one of those side effects of not having access to any kind of transformation effects, right? No devolving missiles or hexes or anything. You just can't help but give Warlock some pretty good stuff in their Raised Dead pool over the course of a game if you're fighting earnestly for the board.
Okay, going for the Raised Dead first. I think I maybe would have tapped first, although it's using that 2 mana. It just does cleanly finish the quest a little bit better, but I suppose we're not at we don't have an absence of ways to finish the quest with this deck, so I can understand holding back a little bit. Probably going to run this Drain Soul into the Catacomb Guard. Then it's just a matter of what what follows up. Are you going to use this Knife Ender just to continue progressing the quest, or do you want to hold on to that for an 8 damage Fireball later on?
Yeah, post-quest Knife Vendor is such a crazy. I mean, but to your point, also just getting to the quest reward is pretty important. But I'm just a sucker for 4 mana deal 8.
Oh, okay, Ron, please, Ron.
Ron, please.
Please, Ron. If you're gonna play one this turn, which I think may be the case, please play the other one.
Play the one on the right.
Please.
Please play the one on the outside.
Yes.
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 Oh, Ron. Oh, God.
Thank you.
Bloodbound Imp the draw. Not going to be able to do any broomstick shenanigans with the Bloodbound Imp rushing in potentially. Wow, both Knife Vendors in hand. Actually is quest complete over the course of 2 turns. Actually, with the life tap, with just a single Knife Vendor is going to be able to complete the quest. So a life tap Tamsin potentially possible on the next turn. You were talking about that coin Varian, and I know it's turn 7 now, but gosh, it sure would be nice to coin out Varian right now.
Yeah, was able to get rid of that 8/8 though, which I think was the biggest threat with the Samura last turn. So Varian not as needed, but still obviously something you would like to play. Can drop this Amalgam as well as this Razor Jaw, or I would not fault you for playing a Catacomb Guard, or not a Catacomb Guard, the other pack mule here.
And interesting. Actually, just going to leave up the Razor Jaw. Figures there isn't a. I don't actually know if Auto Button's version plays any Mortal Coils or anything, but just figures having the 3 attack potentially connect face is going to be pretty important. And Auto Button completes the quest with more than 5 mana left over, so we're going to see some Tamsin stuff.
Drop her as well as the Flame Imp, start dealing that damage. Clear off the Pack Mule here. And now it's going to come down to some of these top decks does not find a Battle Master. Does not find the Conviction with the Battle Master to win that way. So going to have to just stay alive through the Varian. Hope that 14 damage does not come through. Should have everything, I believe. We still have, the Pack Mule. We still have, They should get everything there. Can just push the face damage and hope here that there is not enough damage for Auto Button. Oh, Heckling Hyena. That's 3 damage plus the Knife Ender's another 8.
13. I count 13, which is catastrophically short of 14. Did I do that math right?
Is there a one-cost thing that we can get? We've already played both Raised Deads. We can find another Flame Imp, right? We have one more Flame Imp, which we get off the Hero Power, and then we still have 1 mana. So it's got to be the Knife Ender Hero, I guess, Hero Power first. So,
maybe there's an Unstable Shadow Blast possibility if we tap. Have both Shadow Blasts been played? I don't think a single Shadow Blast has been played, actually.
I think. Oh, are we going for the clear? I would have just tapped first and then seen what happens, but let's see. Tapping first, I believe, can find the Flame Imp, which would have been lethal, right? Because you have the 8 plus 3 plus 3. That's 14. Yeah, that would have done it. And the Hero Power makes it 16. So I'm surprised. I mean, we'll see if it's going to make a difference here, because currently still not able to find.
Yeah, 14 damage available with the Battleground Battlemaster. And that's not going to be quite enough. Cariel Rome actually doesn't discount anything right now, just a 4/3 for 4 that rushes.
Yeah, just not able to find the Conviction, which I think would have been able to do it here. It would have been another 12 damage. Yeah, so it would have been enough there, but not able to find it this time. So instead, just going to go for the clear here with the Cariel Rome. Going for the Hyena instead of the Mosher. Just to keep the 4/1 alive, I suppose.
Yeah.
Already seen both Raised Deads.
Oh, a Broom. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. That's lethal damage every time.
That should be it with the Broom. The Bloodbound Imp just all but guarantees it. And that will be Auto Button securing a 3-1 win. Very close to getting that tie, but unfortunately just falling short. Ron Mexico able to get that 1 win needed to secure the week for his team. Well fought by both players. Only series not to go to Game 5 was very close to being the case, though. Wow. Yeah. I mean, what a first week. We've been talking about this. I mean, it seems like this meta, at least so far, much quicker than we've seen in the past. I mean, we're like 40 minutes in, and we're already done 4 games. So like we could have gone to Game 5 and had no problem. So yeah, I mean, definitely a new meta.
Yeah, just a furiously paced metagame right now and it's not like you don't get to see any of the cards in the decks either. By the end of that game, Warlock had drawn a pile of cards. Right? There've been and you're right, we were pretty much 1 Conviction draw away from Ron Mexico being able to take that. Worth noting that Ron Mexico not only missed both Convictions, but also missed both Knights of Anointment. So wasn't able to find, because Hand of Adal would have added an extra 4 damage and drawn a card, especially on that turn where it was Battlegrounds Battlemaster for 14, right? Because Battlegrounds Battlemaster to deal 14 damage, and then any extra damage on that turn. There's plenty of mana left over. I think it was like a 9 mana turn, 8 or 9 mana turn. So plenty of room for a Hand of Adal or a Conviction, something like that. But enough about what could have been. Automated Button, congratulations, taking it home.
Thank you.
Yep. Very big win there. Unfortunately, yeah, the spectate bug was not great, but
Yeah, I apologize.
it's all good.
It's not my fault.
But we got to
Yeah.
try our hand at radio free Hearthstone
Oh,
broadcast.
boy.
That was pretty cool.
I hope everyone out there
That must have
enjoyed
been
that.
something. I don't know how well you could call a Hearthstone game based on the players' reactions, their facial expressions. That would have been quite challenging.
Yeah,
There
we
was
managed at one point to both get to spectate one of you, but not the other. So we managed to kind of do that for a bit.
Yeah,
it-
I think I was a little bit on me actually. I turned off friend spectate. I think in the middle of game one, just because I know
okay.
because I didn't want like any of my other friends because I've got like 20 some odd friends online,
Mhm.
so I didn't want any of them peeking in. But then I realized, oh wait, I can't actually invite these people to spectate, which yeah, that's a little bit on me. That's my bad.
Oh, no worries. I mean, it was still just a high octane series. The
Yeah,
Paladin, Shaman, Warlock bring felt pretty powerful from what we were able to see. That seemed like a pretty effective strategy.
yeah. I mean, Shaman's always going to be ridiculously powerful when you can get granted. Forgeborn. The 4 mana 4/5 down on 2.
On 2,
Whenever
yeah.
whenever you can get that down on 2 and
I
then
did
get
miss
another one
that,
down
but
on
I
4,
believe
that
I believe we got that from Dollar
that's
Bill.
always going to be really strong. And then Paladin, I hit some really important draws early, like getting the 2 mana sword on drawing that off the top on 2 was very very helpful. And I was actually I was really impressed by the no lock bring, not in that like it takes a lot to bring that deck. I just think it's a really powerful deck, and it's a deck that I considered bringing, but sort of staved off because I didn't think I had enough experience on it. But I really think that deck has potential in this meta, especially Warlock as a class, because this just got a few different archetypes that have completely different spreads. Makes it really hard to deal with.
Yeah, and especially in the closed deck list format, all of a
Yeah.
sudden there's like hearing that it's a warlock. It reminds me of Warrior in previous metagames where it's like
Yeah.
this could be anything.
Yeah.
Knowing it's a warrior doesn't help.
Yeah. Yeah, it almost makes it like, do I just ban Warlock just so I don't have to deal with this? Like, will they, won't they bring it? Because, like, with Hunter, you know what you're getting, right? It's going to have a nearly positive matchup against everything in the meta because it's Face Hunter, and it's
Mhm.
great. But with but with Warlock, you're like, I could absolutely pound it into a paste, or I could get blown out by it every time. It's
So tell us a little bit about the stealth secret version, because obviously your paladin
Yes.
and Ron Mexico's paladin pretty different. Ron Mexico playing the anti-mage, robes,
yes.
catacombs, and first blades of Rins, whereas yours, you were talking a little bit about it, with that sword draw, stealth and secrets. Tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I get a lot of those lists from a lot of different places, but I think that one I got from Justin. Well, the Justin in the team's name.
The team's sake, yeah.
In terms of, I think it was a few days ago, or I was just sort of scrolling around servers, and this deck looks interesting. It looks lower to the ground, which is always appreciated by me. And then I think it was also partially motivated by my own budget. In terms of I don't have the Overlord run back that a lot of those decks run. Variant's tough to come by. A lot of those legendaries that really make the high cost version of the deck, the one that's more dependent on the O3 weapon. I just don't have those cards. So part of me is it's like really a twofold thing. It's part of this is I think that the secret variant, I think especially this lower to the ground variant is very strong. I think it's honestly I think it might be not unilaterally better than Hand Buff Paladin, but in this particular match, I think it was absolutely correct to bring it over Hand Buff Paladin, even if I did have the cards, and I would have done so. But I was also motivated by the fact that I can't really afford standard standard sort of Hand Buff Paladin. I'm working to change that. Don't get me wrong, but
Don't even need
it. In this case, no.
Yeah, well, anyway, very big win there for you. Unfortunately, not enough to secure the tie for the week. You had it kind of stacked against you.
Yeah.
But able to get a big win to get your team some critical points early in the season.
Yes.
Every series besides yours going to game 5, securing every point possible. I mean, can't ask for a better losing week, I would say.
No, I'm really proud of what the team's what the team's done this week. I think that I think it's really great that even when we're losing, we're taking every point. And I think that this is a series that we have a reasonable claim to say, we could have won this week with like a couple different draws. Like I was looking at the replays from Pyro's match, and like there was sometimes where there was like I think it was like one of those games where his opponent, whose name escapes me at the moment, I apologize, hit some runners that were pretty low odds. And I'm not saying we didn't have our fair share of luck in this series as well, but what I am saying is that this is a series that I think we have a reasonable claim to say, yeah, we could have won this series with different luck. And for that I'm really proud, because I think this team that we're up against, Imperflight Gaming, I think it's really strong. It looks really strong. So for us to sort of say week one, while we're still trying to figure out, how we're like as a team, how we're motivating towards THL weeks, how we're sort of prepping things like that.
That's right.
To like this early in the season to be able to put together a week like this is very encouraging.
So you have 3 new players to THL, correct? So that in itself is a challenge in trying to get them organized and used to the THL format with regards to bans and all that stuff. So it's you have a huge challenge, and obviously being on AFG myself, it was a very good, I guess, test for our team as well. So the unknowns of the players that we were playing against, and you guys did awesome. So
THL's weird that way, where it's like almost unilaterally, like in terms of like if we're thinking about like metagaming THL as a whole, it's almost just correct to bring in new people, because first of all, you get that sort of like neat little bonus at the start where no one in THL really knows what Pyro plays like or what Beluga plays like.
Yeah.
But more importantly, they're like, I think TESPA is a space where you have a lot of players like myself a couple seasons ago that just don't ladder very much, but scrim and play Hearthstone competitively in like TESPA, or I think it's like Activision Blizzard Collegiate now. So, but things like that where you've got players that don't ladder, so their PR isn't high because their star bonus isn't that high, but are still very good players.
Right.
So like Jim, for example, 2 seasons ago was another one of those. He doesn't, as far as I'm aware at least, he doesn't ladder much, but he's still a quality player, probably about as good as me, maybe better. And Matt, Pyro, another one of the guys, doesn't ladder much, really good player. So I think that like if you're trying to metagame THL, bringing in new players, once they sort of get that adjustment to the how THL is, and sort of like closed deck list sort of strategies, it becomes almost correct. And that's how like Foolish Madmen put together that season 2 series ago, where we just had a bunch of players who were really undervalued, and then we just rolled it. So
you did great with it. So
yeah.
But
metagaming THL. I see how it
is. drop your whole team, come in with a whole brand new team, and then rock and roll.
I mean, I know the feel. Free Bob always does the F2L thing with a bunch of wild players who are understated in standard, and they know what's up. They know how to play the game.
I will say the downside of this is it's difficult to build a dynasty like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But the thing is, if you're winning every time, it's difficult to keep the team together anyway. Ever like
the thing about
every
PR
team,
caps.
Yeah. So. But that makes it fun. Every different team can win every single season.
Yeah. It's also it's really nice just sort of being in THL and sort of being on different teams from year to year, because you sort of get a little bit of that like history, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Where it's sort of nice, like as well, just check in. It's like, oh wait, where's standard THL degenerates? Where'd they go? And it turns out I got replaced by Jester. So best of luck to them.
Yeah, Corden has a lot to say with that.
Not upset at all. Yeah. It sounds like.
No, I'm totally not upset. I wish them the best of luck.
Yeah.
That said, I think we will. That said, I think I have to be confident about our chances this year.
But thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for being on stream and being on cams, of course. So hopefully it's going to be a new change for THL going forward. So we get to see reactions and
see. Hopefully, you didn't see me pick my nose too much.
It's fine. As long as you're not.
Gotta stay oxygenated.
That's right. It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Congrats, Automated Button. Have a great night, man.
Thank you. Same to you.
Great
All
gentleman.
right, Saku, what do we got coming up next? You want to tell the viewers at home?
Well, we have Battlegrounds, so I was just waiting for Miss Steph to kind of pop in the next couple minutes, but yeah, so Battlegrounds is why don't you tell us your experience there, my end Don, that you had
Wow.
on Friday, bro? You rolled
Yeah,
through
I
that.
mean, I'm not last month when I was kind of tired of the meta. I started for the first time playing Battlegrounds, so decided randomly. I think it was on one of these calls. I forget what we were casting, but Donde's like, "Hey, I need a player for my team. You want to play?" I'd played about a couple weeks at that point. I said, "Sure, no problem." And so yeah, we had a fun little time yesterday, or yeah, Friday. Excuse me, not yesterday. The two lobbies going on. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you explained it better. I was just a participant. It was a fun time. Managed to get that second, which was a surprise to me. But
nice.
Yeah,
I got 8th the second game, so don't get too
okay.
excited.
he
Let's not get bogged down in the details.
he peaked
But
and then he
I did-
valleyed, so it
you
was
know,
good.
I
Steffi.
had to. Donde looked like he was doing better that round, and as our team's namesake, we had to get at least 1/8 per lobby. So
Yeah,
Oh, we talking Battlegrounds?
we are.
Oh,
we are.
yes,
We're
ma'am.
just
oh hey,
want to
my.
welcome Steffi here, who's our
Hi,
battle,
hello.
Battlegrounds commentator for this evening, and want to thank Dollar Bills for dropping in and casting the match as well, buddy. So
Yeah. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much for coming by and checking out the standard stuff. And I will hand it on over and I'm gonna settle in, maybe get some hot chocolate and watch some Battlegrounds.
there you go,
Yay.
perfect. My and Don can tell his story of how he
all
succeeded.
right. That was the whole my whole story. That was it. I was done. I did okay, and then I did not so okay, and that's just how it goes right now.
That sounds like
I gotta just
Battlegrounds.
practice. I just gotta practice. It's all
Yep.
good.
You'll get it, buddy.
We got our anchors today with Tuna and Jammies.
Yep.
So
See how that goes.
if we get another Dawn Daith, that's fine. That's part of the process.
Exactly. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining. And
Yeah.
we will catch you. Well, we'll catch my end on next Sunday. Might be my end on myself. So,
Or we'll have
Alright,
fun.
y'all.
I'm
Take
gonna
care.
watch. Enjoy some Battlegrounds as well. So
awesome.
take care.
Later.
Yeah.
Great bunch of guys. How you doing, Steph?
I'm doing so good. How are you doing, Saku?
Doing perfect. Doing great. Just had some spectator bug things going on with
Mhm.
with our lovely standard. There's a card that's a mule that likes to upset
Mhm.
things. So
Oh, you got
mostly
you gotta love
mostly
that.
the screens that we need to operate. So we couldn't stream the match for a good probably a match and a half before things got straightened out. So
Mhm.
bad.
Well,
Anyway,
you know what?
Battle.net fix it.
We're getting all that bad juju out of the way, so we have a great night of Battlegrounds.
Exactly, and it doesn't happen. Battlegrounds does not crash the caster view, so that is 1+ there, Blizzard. Good job.
Yeah, we love that.
All
That's
right.
crazy. I hope they get that fixed.
Yeah, it's an irritant. It's just one of the new cards that
Mhm.
I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, we'll go into the battleground scene because let's introduce the teams.
Yes. All right. I got my notes ready, Saku. Your girl's prepared.
I
It is
know.
on.
I know this.
I do my best. All right. So we are going to be spectating the blue lobby again. So we're going to finish off what was started on Friday. Very excited to see this action live now that I'm not playing it and I can take a deep breath. But let me tell you, the first week going in, it is stressful. And I always feel like I have to prove something. But you know what your girl did. So let's start with the team. So I'm going to go in order of points at the moment. I mean, obviously, we're not even done week one. So these are pretty just just to start getting a taste, a feel of what Battlegrounds is going to hold. But tonight we have crafty monkeys
Yeah.
coming in. They currently have 26.7 points. And we're going to be seeing Nice Jewish Owl and Canoe, I believe is how you pronounce his name.
Correct. Yeah.
We're going to be seeing some action from them tonight. Followed closely behind is Risky Refresh. That is the team I'm on, captained by Riots, sitting at 26 points, so only a 0.7 difference. And we're going to be seeing Suzuru coming back into THL, but now doing some Battlegrounds, as well as Terpsy, who is a friend of ours who has been practicing, so I'm excited to see what those two do tonight. Then after that, we have Friends of Bob, who are currently sitting at 17 points. We're going to be seeing Wild 9 and Superhero going at it. I believe I'm not 100% if Superhero played last season, but I know Wild 9 did. Right? Am I confused?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Wild 9 jumped in either as a spare or
Mhm.
permanent spare kind of thing. So he jumped in on a team
Yeah.
that was needing some players, and he's
So
a great player.
he is. So that's why I'm excited to be able to spectate him tonight. And then lastly, we have Dante sitting at
Who?
12.5 points. I'm only laughing because I said lastly Dante. It was just kind of funny to me. 12.5 points. That doesn't mean anything though. You know, it's literally not even week 1 done. But we're gonna see Brushy Tuna back in action, as well as Jimmy's, who I adore. So I think this is going to be a good night of Battleground.
Yeah, and from what I understand from Brushy, he hasn't touched this Battlegrounds since May. So we'll see how that goes for him.
Yeah,
but
honestly.
I don't believe, other than not knowing the newer cards that may have come out. I think
The
Brushy
Quill
will do fine.
Boars.
Yep.
Yeah. And like the few new heroes that have kind of rotated in and out. Honestly, I feel like with Battlegrounds, it's once you get the experience just playing, it is easy to kind of readapt into a meta. And knowing Brushy, he did his research beforehand. I
Yeah.
don't think he's coming in completely blindsided. He just likes to be dramatic. Just kidding.
He's always
he said I
dramatic.
was gonna make fun of him, so I gotta start early.
Yeah. No, get your digs in, because he deserves
One,
it.
he can't respond.
That's right. And 2, we don't care, right?
Actually true. I would say it to your face, Brushy. But yeah, no, we're good. I'm excited. This is a stacked lobby. I know they're having some fun over in the green lobby as well. I had it up. Did I exit out? I did, but it's irrelevant. We're blue lobby this week. That's what we're focusing on.
We're blue
So
lobby.
looks like we're just waiting for the players to add each other.
Yeah.
I still need Canoe to add me. If he doesn't add me, he's just not going to get spectated, at least by me. So
I don't even know if I have Canoe in the way. All right. Yeah, I have Canoe on my friends list, but they don't have spectate on just yet. So.
If they're online, can you send them a quick? Oh wait, no, he said adding you now.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just gonna say thanks.
Cool.
I sent.
And to anybody that's new to Battlegrounds, THL's just started a new season now. So what it is just 4 players that are on each team. We play on Friday nights at 9:00 Eastern for 2 rounds, and on Sundays at 2 rounds. And then the points are kind of splashed out for placement. So first place gets, I think, 10 points, right? And then it spirals down from there. So
exactly. And then also they do consider ties. So basically what they do, they take the points of the placements. So like let's say somebody was tied for first and second, they'll take those points and then just divide it in half.
Yep.
To make it even. And they even do that because the one thing about Battlegrounds, sometimes you get a 3-way tie. We've seen 4-way ties before.
Oh my goodness.
Half the lobby just dies. And so they do their best to split the points accordingly to make it as equal as possible.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. So it's
agreed.
It makes the player feel like they didn't get the raw end of the stick, and then enjoy another round of Battlegrounds. So
yes, I'm excited. We haven't it's been a while, and by a while it's only been a couple months, but it feels like a while. So I'm excited.
Has it been a couple? I know it's been at least a month and a half. Seems like it's a long time, but
it does.
I think because of how the seasons were kind of all meshed in, we had a few seasons that were overlapping, and then Battlegrounds series itself, when it got started, it was just kind of splashed in the middle of a season for Legacy and Hero, but everything worked out, and this season everybody starts on at the same time, so
which is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So where are we with our friends in the blue lobby?
listen, these fine gentlemen are doing everything they can to add each other. It seems like a lot of friend bugs going on. Blizzard, this
Yeah.
multi-million-dollar company. The bugs, the friendless bugs, still cursed. But it looks like Brushy is just doing a great job rounding in all of them
Yep.
to get started. So looks like one friend just needs to do a little refresh of their game, and then hopefully we'll be on the way. So, all right, Saku, while we wait, let's make a prediction.
Oh
What
my goodness, yeah,
hero
right.
we have? It's time. We got to predict. What hero would you like to see tonight, this first round?
I want to see that bird one. I can't remember.
Oh, the new one. Yeah, what is his name? Hold on, let me go to my.
Gale Wing. That's what I think
I
it is.
think so. That sounds correct.
Yeah, I've seen just a couple of streamers there using Gale Wing, and it's
Mhm.
pretty good. I don't even know what it
Yeah.
fully does, but it's because I don't play Battlegrounds half as much. But
Mhm.
it's what was the other one? Oh, the skins have kind of screwed me up there too. With the I'm a bit of a whale and ended up purchasing some of the Battlegrounds hero skins, which have
We
changed.
love
Like
aesthetics.
the Millhouse one threw me off because it was labeled totally different, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty funny. I think were you Millhouse on Friday?
No, Kyle was. Or
Kyle.
excuse me, Riots was. Yeah.
Riots was. So that's right. So
Yeah.
it's the one
He
I
was
had was like
Millhouse.
Fireball Millhouse or something to that effect. So it was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
It is funny. Gallywig, he has a passive. Well, I guess it is kind of passive because it doesn't cost any money. So essentially, you choose a flight path, and there's 3 different flight paths to choose from.
Okay.
The first one, it buffs your leftmost minion's attack, but I believe by 2 in like 1 turn. The second one that you can pick from, which is usually one people start out with, is in 5 turns. It buffs your tavern tier. So you don't have to like pay to do it. It just automatically bumps it
Mhm.
after 5 turns have passed. And then the third one is in 3 turns, you discover a hero from your tavern level.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I know a lot of the strat is you start, at least this is from what I've seen, you start with the pathway of like kind of like getting a free tier level. And then you transition to like to try to get you like to 5 really quickly. And then you go to discovering like tier 6 minions because
Oh,
it
wow.
takes 3 turns. So
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have not perfected playing him yet. But it looks like they're getting into
They
it.
are. Yeah. I'm
Of course,
just,
Brushy doesn't have a spectator on, so let me turn on spectate because guess who I'm starting with? I'm gonna start with Brushy Tuna tonight, if that's okay with you, Sakio.
most definitely. I'm gonna actually jump on Wild 9 there to for our viewers.
Fun.
So we
Fun,
will
fun.
see what Wild 9 is doing, if I can find him on my list, and then I'll transition probably into Zuru there, my good buddy from way back, and a
I
good friend
love
of yours as
Zuru.
well.
Yeah. If Brushy does not turn on his spectate, I will then
Yeah,
spectate
I
Jammies.
just threw a reminder into the blue lobby. All right.
What's your strategy this time,
There we go.
partner?
And we're in.
Thank you, Brushy. All right, so we'll start with my my screen there. No, you're jumping in. That's good. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm getting in there.
So Steffi's gonna be spectating this guy named Tuna Brushy, and yeah, that's it.
You got Wild 9. I missed it. Are we starting with
With you.
Are we starting with Brushy? Okay.
Yep. So we
So
got Murloc's demons and dragons are not active this round.
Gotcha. And let's see what we got in the lobby. We got Alakir. We got Vol'jin. Oh, excuse me. We got Alakir played by Brushy Tuna. We got Vol'jin with Nice Jewish Owl. Rafam with Canoe. We got Silas. I've been really enjoying Silas lately from Wild 9. Terpsy has everything moved. Terpsy has Blackhorn. Jammies has Galakronk, and then Superhero has Millhouse, and then last but not least, Zuru has Edwin. Edwin Van Cleef has also been jumping up. It is considered a tier 2 minion, which for a while it was very low. So actually pretty excited to see Edwin make its way up because I really like that hero power of buffing after you buy.
And I'm not surprised that our good buddy Brushy, he loved Alakir when it came out. And
Yeah.
surprise, he gets it and picks it. So
He literally sent me a message. I got my cutie Alakir.
Yeah.
I think that's one of his favorites. And that goes a long way. I think a lot of players can definitely agree. Oh, he's giving him a triple though. That we all have our comfort heroes as well that we just play well, even depending on the stats.
Yeah.
Way to go, Brushy. Way to give your opponent a triple. I'm just kidding. All right, I'm done. I'm not gonna mess with Brushy.
smash away.
Vol'jin took an aggressive route to turn going up to 3 this turn. Oh, I need my deck tracker up. Saku, I was doing so well.
You're rocking and rolling.
I was.
okay.
Now I'm getting my deck tracker up. All right, so we're seeing Brushy here buying Rabid Sourliss. And so what happens is every time you play a minion with a death rattle, it gains +1/+2 attack, so 1 attack and 2 defense. And then we're seeing him freeze for these. While they are 1-drops, Scallywags are a death rattle minion. Not a bad one. It's basically 3/2 in stats, kind of spread between 2 bodies. So I definitely understand that freeze. And especially with this hero, Sourliss is very good because you get a Divine Shield on this minion as well as a taunt. Ooh, okay, jammies. So it looks like even though the teammates are duking it out, obviously with the stats that Brushy had, he's going to take that win. We do see jammies with a lot of tokens, which is good. So okay, here we go.
The heroes situated on our players, so I'm just down to nice Jewish owl with Vol'jin.
Nice. So we originally saw Brushy freeze for these death rattles, but then Bob was like, "Here are some more death rattles." And what about a little bit better death rattles? However, Spawn of Dissolve is a little tricky with this hero power because a lot of times, obviously, you see Spawn of Dissolve first because when it dies, it buffs your board. But you don't want to put it first here necessarily because your hero power is very powerful in itself that your left minion gains Divine Shield, Taunt, and Wind Fury. So typically, bigger the minion, the better, and or Poison. So I do like him putting it second here because it will still hopefully buff the rest of his board, which is what you would like. Let's see what Millhouse got. Superhero has not taken a touch of damage. So who knows what's going to happen. Whoa, they got a stacked board.
Holy, that is a big board.
It's a beefy board. 2 pairs as well. With Millhouse and pairs, you'd love to see it. However, I don't know if this is going to be enough stats. I don't know. It's going to be close. This needs to go. It's going to tie.
Ooh, yep. No, tie is better than losing.
Tie is better than losing. I agree with you there. All right, we got a nice Jewish owl who power level to 3. We got a triple here. For Brushy. That's a good triple to kind of hold though. So I don't really think he wants a 4-drop. More death rattles, but not the best ones. Not right now.
Not right now. We are currently on turn 5, I believe, right? Yes, we are.
Yes. I just got my thing up. So typically this is the turn. This meta has been low-key crazy with people power leveling. But typically, if I was going to give a general statement, turn 5 is when you see a lot of people go to Tavern 3 or Tier 3, whatever they want to
Tier 3,
Tavern, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And then a lot of times you'll see turn 7, they go to 4. Sometimes people go right away if they're in a good spot, which I totally understand. Like if you're in a good position, like not taking a lot of damage, it does benefit you because tier 3 and tier 5, in my opinion, have a lot of the spike minions. This is a strong board too. Spicy. I don't think it's strong enough though. This Spawn of N'Zoth is putting in a lot of work. That was a good hit for Vol'jin though to get least amount of damage.
Yeah.
But
worked out. So we'll spectate one more time with our good pal Brushy. And then we'll jump over to Wild 9. Holy, a lot of people on fire.
A lot of people. So there we
that's
see
unusual.
Rafam going, oh, that's like enough. That's 2 triples. Do it. Go to 4. She, do it right now. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. Go
Brushy
to
Tuna
4.
hard thinking, Steffi hard coaching.
I'm like trying to settle the wavelengths. Oh, you know you want to. You could get 2 5 drops. Look, they went to 4.
You realize you're coaching Dawn Day, right?
He chose not to. I do not agree with that because Silas did go to 4.
Okay.
A lot of times I'll wait and read the room. So like what I was just saying before, a lot of times you typically see people go to 4 on turn 7, but some people power spike. And so we just saw 3 different people. A lot of people went to 4.
Holy
Like we
moly.
had Millhouse, we got Rafam, we got Silas, Vol'jin went to 4, as well as Jammies, or Galakronk. So if I saw in my situation, I saw my opponent went to 4 and I'm about to have 2 triples, I'm going to 4 too. So I'm trying to get 2 5 drops. That's just me. Not right, not wrong. Well, that was not a good hit, unfortunately,
Oh yeah, so it's
for our boy.
the win percentage for Wild 9 is 37% right now. So it's a tie is 30, a loss is 32. So according to HSR, so
That was a really unfortunate hit, because that minion could have taken out another one of the 10 damage too.
Ooh, that's a
That was a big chunk
big thumping.
too.
All right, so after that big thumping, we're gonna jump over to Wild 9 and see him flex. So let's
Do it.
Wild 9 is rocking and rolling with Silas, as we just saw 2 seconds ago. His comp
take a peek.
is blocked by cards. Oh no, that's your
Oh, that's
screen.
a bonker. Oh, get that bonker. Do it. Get the bonks.
Get the bacon. Where's the
Oh,
bonker?
there also is. Oh, that's good too. Are we going to play that out first? I mean, I guess they're also going to be able to get another 4 drop as well if they choose to. This is a great position for them to be. Whoa. Oh, I thought that was them. I'm like, why are they leaving? Don't leave in a great spot.
You imagine? I'm just quitting the lobby. What the hell?
I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah, peace. I've done all my
I'm
my
good.
boars. I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna leave Brushy so I can stop making him nervous. And I'm gonna go ahead and take. Let's see.
So we got Wild 9 buffing the bonker guy.
Nice Jewish owl.
There you go.
Yeah, that's smart because that is your gem generator right now. A more permanent one. Oh, that's the 40. Oh, but they're so strong. That taunt is large and in charge. However, it is taken out. But I still there. Oh, that is a big boy too.
Bonker's surviving with 3 hits or 2 hits. Easy.
Bonker bonked. Oof.
There it is.
It's close.
8 to the dome for nice Jewish owl.
Oh no, Jammies!
Jammies taking the Dawn Day spot.
Oh no, I'm so upset. I love Jammies so much. That's okay. It's okay. It's week 1, and sometimes we take an L. It happens to the best of us.
Sometimes we take the 8th.
I struggle with rooting. I have too many friends because I always root for everybody. I like too many people.
Yeah. Well, especially if you've played on the same team and that stuff. Of course, you charge. You're rooting for the guy that or person you're teammates with. So it's all natural.
That's a beautiful thing about THL. I was gonna say they better take that faceless because they don't have any pairs right now. Which is why I feel like a lot of times faceless can be a little bit better because you can basically find your triple with any minion that you do have.
So what
and they're in a strong position.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like with Wild 9 here, he hasn't really doesn't seem like he's actively searching for triples. Is that unusual within Battlegrounds itself?
I think that they were more focused on finding ticketed minions because Silas specifically is when you buy a ticketed minion, it adds like a little point to your little book thing there, and when you hit the 3, You can discover a minion on your tier. So I think with him, they were prioritizing that. I believe they're playing their teammate right now with how they're positioning things.
Yeah.
You can see that they put their bigger minions first,
Superhero.
and by bigger, yeah, they're putting their more higher. How their board was not that strong. I'm surprised that they were still at 31 health. That was 17. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage to your buddy. And it's just unfortunate because it's really, if you're looking at this board, that is very difficult to make yourself weaker. I think if I was in that position, I would have just have sold that spawn and Zoth because I'm not going to, that's the next thing to sell. Or the
Gotcha.
4/5 to try to like spare your teammate. But even so, like that's a hard read, especially at this point in the game. That's when playing with a partner, it starts to get a little trickier, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Superhero was Wild9's teammate there. So
Exactly. So we could see that awkwardness. So here's the thing: there was an opportunity where they could have actually faceless that taunt and then bought it, so then they would have 2 taunts still that get the buff. Not saying that was correct, just another line of thought, just to point out for those who are watching at home. That's the one cute thing about faceless. But I think just getting, I personally like what's the word I'm looking for? Sharing my taunt buff, because if you have one big taunt, they could play around that pretty easily with just
Okay.
like one poison minion first. But not saying this is wrong, just another perspective.
Yeah.
Because that's a big boy. 1820 for turn 9 is large. And they got the gas coiler.
yes, that's
So
what I was wondering. Like out of the 3 tier 6 minions there, the Gas Coiler was probably the best choice for what their comp was.
Yeah. I only saw the Ragnarose. I didn't see what the other one was, but that's usually a solid pick.
Yeah.
So
Got a big percentage win here for a player. I almost ruined it, but
of course, a singular player who will
that's
not be
right.
named.
Out of the 2 players that are on the screen, one of them wins. So
Find out now. Who
Yeah.
is it?
yeah, tune in next week when we
When we reveal
that's
who's
right.
on top.
So Rafam is taking, aka Canoe, is taking some heat. But at least
Canoe
you
is
get
very
the
strong.
low star minion there, so it's
Yeah.
won't take that much damage. So one more round with Wild9 and we'll flip over to your person.
Sounds good. I am currently spectating the nice Jewish owl who just got really lucky because they just beat the person pretty badly that they're playing, and now they get the dead guy. So okay, Bob.
There you go.
Interesting.
Way to hook a brother up. There you go.
Oh, so there's another potential triple. This is a great triple to have, and it's ticketed, so it's like a double win.
Oh man. So that
Very
bonker is going bonkers.
Bonker's gonna bonk. Bonker be bonking.
My Exna.
It's starting to get to the point in the game where my Exna is a possibility.
Yeah.
And I think because you want either your Bonker or your Divine Shield minion first, you don't want to get Eliza. So I would agree with that one.
Because the boat does not suit this comp, right? At all.
No, there's no space for it anyways with that gas coiler.
Right.
Interesting that they took the
Gold grubber.
gold grubber.
Oh.
That's better to take the 4/5. I would play that 4/5 out instead of the gold grubber, but that's just me. Not necessarily right, not necessarily wrong.
The Arm of the Empire. They're holding on to that for a hopeful triple.
Oh, we do see an Eliza, but they didn't get to hit first. But having all those pirates
Yep.
could still definitely do something.
Oh,
That
there's a good
poison
tap.
coming in clutch, though. A lot of this is what's in the box. It's not the best box. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Saku.
Looks like it's gonna be a rough.
Ooh, is this gonna be a tie?
Looks like a tie.
Looks like a tie, smells like a tie, but we got somebody else down! Terpsy, no!
Terpsy
Let's
taking
play
7.
Terpsy. It's alright. It's not
that's
eighth.
that's your teammate, right?
That's my teammate.
Terpsy taken. All right, so we're gonna flip over to Steffi's view.
I'm watching the nice Jewish owl who is now playing against their teammate Canoe.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they position because I know that Canoe's been kicking butt.
I'm
Canoe
gonna,
came out here to party,
I'm
so
gonna jump on Suzuru here. So, where are you, buddy?
sounds good. I know Suzuru's kind of low right now. To see this is the thing. We have the 3 bottom. We got 4 health, 12 health, and 13 health, and we're getting to the point of the game where friends are at tier like they're 5 or 6.
Yep.
Oh, Charlie or Hookta. So we're kind of seeing a little bit of a cheese board here with Nice Jewish Owl. A lot relying on the swipe, and we still have the double sensei.
Okay.
Interesting. Selling that over the sensei. That intrigues me. Holding a lot of faith in this sensei. And we
That-
see the freeze, even though they have a gold. I'm pretty sure they're freezing for the tavern goer,
Yeah.
which is just a strong unit, in general.
So you would have the 5/5 sensei. You would have thrown away to.
I think so, because it's only giving your board +2.
Yeah.
When this is giving adjacent minions +2.
Yep.
And I mean, however, there's the argument that the sensei is a permanent buff, but it's just so tiny. I don't know. That's just me. Oh, okay. That is a golden Mithrax, ladies and gentlemen, but that was a good hit. It is your teammate, though. So your teammate positioned to help you. And so I think this is going to end up being
A tie?
Actually, they're
Nope.
still going to take... Rafan's still taking that victory. It was basically 50-50. Actually, it was only a 39% for them to lose with a 10% tie and a 50% win. So that just seems kind of unlucky.
Wow. So Owl
Yeah.
down to 2 and going up
Mhm.
against those could be an
Millhouse.
elimination there for both.
We're seeing people dying because we got 2, 3. Brushy went down
Brushy.
to 3. What happened? Yeah, that's right, Subaru. You get him. We just kidding, Brushy. Oh, we get a triple. Okay. So we're gonna get the... I like this. Oh no, yeah, I was correct. I like switching stats really quickly. A good triple. We got a beefy Hydra. We can take another Charlie. Oh, and okay, look, they
Well,
got the
Sensei
sensei
worked
triple.
out.
Good for them. Good for them. I'm happy. I would have, been mad. So nice.
Oh.
Oh, interesting that they took that over the poison. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Doesn't matter. Luck is on their side.
Whatever he's doing, he's rocking and rolling with it.
He got a perfect amount. Not even thinking, yeah, there's only 3 minion types. What about it? I
Yeah.
got my Divine Shield poison.
What are you
And
talking
plants.
about? What are you talking about? Everything's working.
Everything's working. I'm so happy. It would have been extra perfect if they had if it got Divine Shield.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, that is hysterical to me. Oh.
Oh yeah. So here comes the excuses by Brushy Tuna.
Saku's words.
he
This
gives
is
it just as
strong.
much, so it's fun. So
Oh yeah, it's all fun and games.
you
Always.
guys, we did see a bubble to come up on screen, but thankfully the viewers can't see it, but it's just us. So.
We're just making fun of Brushy. Oh, we got another Amalgadon, but it's not quite as perfect as this Amalgadon, so that's a pretty unfortunate.
Ooh,
That was a
good hit.
great hit. Great last minute decision to switch that poison Amalgadon to second. Not gonna lie. I think this is pretty clear of how this one's going to go.
Yeah.
There's a boat, but I don't
Oh.
even know if a boat will be
Will a boat be enough?
enough.
We'll see.
I don't know. If that was like 3 Elizas, maybe. But even so, I think we're gonna see see. Oh my gosh.
You just had a
I just peeked at
casualty.
your screen. I just peeked
Yep.
at your screen. Alright, so you guys remember how I was talking about that sometimes 3 people die at the same time?
That's what happened. So who do
Alright.
we have passing away on right before
Superhero
our very eyes?
Is
So
at 6.
superhero at 6.
Wild 9 is at 5th. double friends of Bob's, and then Suzuru, my boy, he's sneaking in fourth.
Getting
But
that
it is
sneaky
tied.
fourth.
Yeah, it's tied 5th and 6th as well. So right now we got Brushy left from Don Dave, and we got both Canoe and Nice Jewish Owl from Crafty Monkeys, who are my nemesis. So
Brushy getting scamming,
scheming.
scheming and scamming.
I gotta respond. What did he just do? Says the guy who did 19. Hello.
I'm gonna jump on with Canoe here for a sec and see what happens. That's hilarious.
Oh, that is a golden Eliza.
Oh, he responded.
He said I got lucky.
See, talk about unlucky, and then now he gets luck.
And then very lucky. Well, are you still spectating me, or did you move over to Canoe?
I moved. No, we're spectating your screen right now. So.
All right, we're still going in hot.
Yep, we get Al, and I'm spectating Canoe right now, who's at number 1 spot. So going up against Brushy.
I can see why they're the number 1 spot. Oh,
the number 1 stunner.
Certified killer. All right, so we see a almost kind of like a delayed pirate build going on over here, but not quite. Actually, saw a lot of pirates this week, or like this match. You notice that a lot of people were doing the pirate thing. This Ghost is actually putting up a really good fight.
And,
of course it was. It was Suzuru, my boy.
And just to give you a heads up.
Oh, dun dun dun! Brushy taking 3rd.
Brushy got 3rd.
Feels bad.
So we'll just stick with the.
Man.
I'll stick with Canoe, and you could stick with Owl there, since they're the final 2.
And they're besties. They're teammates.
Teammates kicking butt and taking names.
They gotta copy us. Go ahead and get your boat. Go get your boat. And then play your boat.
That's right.
And then boat each other.
Battle of the boats.
Battle of the boats, baby. It's the only way to do it.
So, for viewers that are new, talk us through what you talk to your teammate about when you're like this happened to you in riots there on Friday. So.
Oh well, this we were just being silly, because you're both getting 1st and 2nd, so like you're both in a good position. Like 1st and 2nd is just great. That's what you want every time. But generally speaking, when like I'm playing, I would be in a call. So I play on Friday with riots, and we just talk through our plays, try to position the best we can when we're going against each other to not take any damage. A lot of times, I always try to make the conversation like if one of us is significantly ahead, it's even better to play that they're the one that loses. So like if there's like a discrepancy in health like that, you want to play that you take the little bit of a hit and not your opponent. So like when we were watching, I don't remember the exact people were watching, when I made the comment of, I think I would have sold the 4-5 just in general and have it off my board to give my opponent or my teammate a better chance. Little things like that, because when we play in this kind of series, it's not just about you. So you really have to be cognitive of your teammate's position as well as yours. So that's what happens when you get the Eliza, you win.
So we got
Canoe coming in hot.
Canoe coming in first. We got.
I love that they did the boat.
Yep.
Not gonna lie though, they're copying me and Riot's style. Just saying,
right?
We did it first. But I appreciate that they did it because it's fun.
So now they're going to take, if the players are ready, they'll either jump right in right away, or they will take a 5-minute break to shake their hands or do whatever. Get up, walk around.
I always think it's important to take a little bit of a break, even though, again, if you are unfortunately one of the people that do get like, the bottom 4, so you're kind of out for a little bit, you do have that time to like take that deep breath and be like, you know what, it's just one. It happens. That's the great thing about Battlegrounds is, while a lot of it is skill and how you position and things like that, but a lot of it is RNG too. And you can't pretend that it's not. So you really can't take these losses. You should take it seriously in the sense of what could I have done better? But you can't sit there and hold it against you because not everything was in your control.
That's right. Because it's all about
the
hero and whatever hero you end up getting next round. Maybe your favorite, or maybe
Mhm.
will work with the group that you're lumped in with. So
Exactly. Like there was a lot of strong heroes in
There
that
was.
lobby, but not every like I don't think do we have any tier 1? We didn't have what is considered tier 1 heroes in that lobby. But I'm pretty sure almost all the other ones were considered tier 2 because like I told you that Edwin has made their way up. I think only Yep, Silas has made their way up. I think the only one that was tier 3, I don't think any of them were. So a strong lobby all around. Um Also a lot of it too comes to like we all have heroes that we just automatically will pick and are more
Yep.
comfortable with. So if you get offered heroes that aren't necessarily in your comfort level, that could be a little tricky.
Yeah, because of familiarity and whatever else, right?
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
speaking of
Uh,
familiarity, what hero would you like to see this round? Since
mm,
my hero didn't show up, and
it's a great question. I always love a good AFK game. I am an AFK gamer,
me and you, girl.
and I swear by her. I always top 4 with her. I
Yep.
have a great track record with her. But if I want to be realistic of what I think everybody will pick, who would I like to see? I wouldn't mind seeing Gallywing, like you said, because I am not as familiar with that hero yet.
Mhm.
Because I kind of took a little bit of a break playing Battlegrounds after everything that was going on with Blizzard, just to kind of like take a step back and like
Yep.
just give it some time to breathe. So I would like to see that just in a sense of watching another person that is at a similar level of skill as me play it and see how they maneuver that hero. But obviously AFK all the way. AFK gamer.
AFK
Or
all
Reno.
the
I love
way.
Reno. AFK all the way. Always pick AFK, chat, if you have mechs and dragons. Just trust me. Trust your girl. I wouldn't steer you far wrong. No, I wouldn't steer you wrong. That's the word. I'm looking far away. I'm steering you far away from first place. No.
So I want to see. I want to see if Kurt Russell will float in here. So that's purchase Ashfallen. Haven't seen that hero in Dog's Age. So
A while. Yeah, same actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
we'll see if Kurtris or Kurt Russell, as he's known in other circles.
He's considered a tier 1 hero.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm shocked by that. I played him. I literally only played the hero one time. Got top 4, and I was
Don't
like, I
tell
don't
me
need
at
to do
band
this
camp.
again. I was like, I don't need to do this again. I'm done. I'm gonna take a break because I don't. Again, if I'm unfamiliar, I naturally just pick the ones I'm more comfortable with. Oh, I see Brushy. Brushy
yeah.
always he's running his mouth.
Oh yeah, he's all proud of himself in there. We love you, Brushy.
We love Brushy.
Goofball.
We're a fan.
So now we're just waiting for people to get back into I guess the form. So
Yeah.
actually, since you have what's that replay up?
I do.
So what is the top tier group for heroes?
So for the tier 1 heroes, this is in order for let me just make sure it's for the top 20%, which I think is a fair way of judging it. A lot of times people get fixed on like that top 1%. Let's focus on the general public more so. So top 20%, we have Mutinous the Devourer. So that's the one. It's a newer one.
Yep.
Where it removes a friendly minion and it's stats on another and gain a gold. So that one's kind of cool. We got Gallywing right underneath of it. Captain Hook Tusk is back in her prime.
Oh yeah.
She got nerfed and was bad, and then she got kind of unnerfed, and now she's good.
She got grounded, and then
she, did what she needs to do. She
Yep.
did her chores.
Yep.
And yes, she lost like part of her allowance, but she got most of it back, so she's still performing. We got Cthulhu, a tried and true. A little bit of a boring hero, if you ask anybody who plays Battlegrounds, but consistent. And so sometimes the stats are just where it's at. We got Omu. I love Omu. I'm a big Omu gamer. Just again, I value high level taverns. A lot of times people like to play that tier 1 game. That's not for me. It's not for your girl. And then we got Kurtris Ashfallen, which we were just talking about.
yes.
So those are the 6 tier 1 heroes. That's a lot.
That's I
That's
can't
pretty
even
good.
remember how many heroes are actually active.
Oh, there's a
Battlegrounds.
ridiculous. Let me count. Let me see. Can I do?
40?
Do they tell me? Or I have to do a quick count. Let me do a really quick count. Math is one of my strong suits, so it shouldn't take me long.
I could cheat, but I'm gonna let you do your math thing, girl. I got all the heroes in the folder, so I can just I can just highlight them all and say, yeah, it's holy crap. Okay, I'll let you do your math, and then we'll rip to that. 2 + 2 is 4.
64?
I got 65.
Oh, did I
But-
miss one?
but
Maybe I missed one.
There might have been some duplicates here. Just let me double check here.
Who is trying to spit this nonsense that AFK is tier 4? No, don't listen to them, chat. Don't let them guide you away from the way, okay?
Yeah, I get 65 hero pictures in my folder there. That
Oh.
we got AFK, Alikir, Alexstrasza, Starseeker, so Aaron, Starstreaker. I'm not sure if any
Yeah.
heroes are deactivated, but anyway.
I wonder. I mean,
Yadira.
I probably just missed one.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
65, you're pretty much
It's a
one
lot.
off, which is awesome in the first place. So
quick max. Not efficient enough. That's okay. You ready, buddy? What
We
about
are.
me? I'm just out here starting trauma. That's what I do. I love drama. All right.
All right. Inclusion is where it's at, yo.
We love it. All right, let's see who they're searching for Battlegrounds opponent.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me pick a new person to focus on who's not my team. Oh, what? They're the only ones that didn't spectate. I'm spectating a teammate. I'm
There you
going
go.
in
You
and
do
giving Terpsy. Oh, I don't want to make Terpsy. I don't want to give him peer pressure. Suzuru. Suzuru can handle these eyes.
that. Yeah. I'm gonna do jammies. So
Oh, heck yeah. Give
Where-
Janny's times to shine.
where's Jammies at? There he is. Homeboy Jammies. My old captain. All right.
All
We're
right.
gonna restart our heroes, so
We're loading. We're waiting.
Jammies has picked rune totem dude. So what's
Wait,
his
which
name?
one?
Gruff or Guff.
Oh, Guff. Suzuru has picked Trade Prince Gallywix. And before I make a comment, there are pirates. Let's go. Very excited. Oh, Jamie's picked Guff. Nice. Oh, look. Ah, we got an AFK.
We got an AFK and a
I
Gallowing.
got it. Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Yeah, I got a message. I know I should have distracted. I'll wait. All right. So I'll be good.
So Brushy Tuna with Zephyr. Anyway, I'll let you go through the list of who's doing what.
I got you. All right, so we got Suzuru with Trade Prince Gallywix, Brushy Tuna with Zephyrus the Great. We got Jammies with Guff, Ruin Totem. We got Terpsy with Gallywig, Wild 9 with Rafam, Canoe with AFK. We got Mutinous the Devourer, considered the best hero in the game, with Nice Jewish Owl. And lastly, we got Callus Sunstrider, a superhero, which is, I feel like, probably considered the weak. Actually, AFK, we just discussed this. It's considered the weakest. It's considered a low tier. But we all know that is baloney.
That starts with another B. Bullshit.
It's bullshit. Ooh, do we buy it or do we? He's thinking. Let's see. Who are we playing against? No, your opponent went to 2. Go to 2. Trust your girl. Just go to 2. I know a lot of people like to stay low. You know, I don't think he will. I think he's gonna buy it and roll. I just am not a fan of staying on 1. I can't jump on that trend. I don't know. What did you do that for? Why would you? You know what? I don't know. And that's okay. I don't need to know. I don't know why he wouldn't buy the pair, but he probably sees something that I don't see. And when I ask him about it later, he's gonna be like, Stephanie, it's because of X, Y, and Z. And I'll be like, oh, okay.
Geez, you don't have to yell. Gosh.
I can't help it. I speak loudly. I'm a fire sign.
You fiery.
Feisty. We got We're never mind. We got two. Well, I'm gonna consider two totems in the game. Normally you wouldn't consider Dex Swabby a token. Oh, I said totem. I meant token. But with this hero, it makes sense because it brings down your tavern tier, which is good because a lot of times I see a strat where people try to kind of stack gold so they can almost like triple level, double like level with their tiers, but still have a full board. Look at my teammates talking and collaborating that they're playing each other, so they're not playing this minion. Look at that.
That is good.
That's what
good
you're
looking out.
supposed to do. We love that.
Good looking out.
Why'd you play it last minute? Oh wait, maybe his board got better. Okay. Why would I? Let me see. Do I agree with this decision making? With that hit, I do. I think this is going to be a lovely tie. It is.
Correct tie.
But they got lucky. It was not a favorable tie. Suck. But I will not worry about that.
So Jammy's just an update. He escaped a wild 9, almost beat down. It turned into a tie after that. So
lucky ducky. There's another token. Do it. This is what you do here. All right, everybody listening at home. You buy that 1/1. You play it. You sell. You sell the 2/1, and then you buy that 2/3 and buff your other 2/3. Right, and then wait. Close. All right. Similar thoughts. He's gonna share it that way. You know what? I like it.
He's Merloked.
Because now he's going to have 10 gold next turn, so he can level. It's gonna be free, and then he can level again. Is it worth the trouble to me? I don't think so. That's why I don't agree with people saying on one. But to some, it is easier to get pairs. So I understand the argument. A lot of times they do it to get pairs. Also, there's more tokens, so you can cycle to get more gold. Totally understand that argument. Doesn't mean I agree. Ooh, AFK out here with the freaking salty boy. Okay.
Holy moly. Okay.
This is gonna. Oh, these are not the hits. You do not want to. Okay, we killed one of them. All right, you want to hit? You want to go left? No. Your other left.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, not that left. Nobody. The other side. Yeah.
I love AFK. So don't do that again, please. See, now we got the triple. So we were talking about the triple, so we can level here. Level here.
He just wanted to move it over so that he could level.
He's giving me anxiety. Okay, and then we level again, and then we.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't understand. I guess let me see. What kind of 4 drops we got in the game?
Yeah.
We do. Actually, there are no quill bores, so I think that is fine. Yeah. Actually, we're playing against the lowest person. I think I would have bought it and then held it in my hand to then level again next turn to get a 5 drop.
Okay. I'm with that. I
would have accepted the beating. That would have been from Jammies. Because I don't know if necessarily we're going to win this one, but I don't know what Jammies has. So it depends on how lucky their 3 drops.
Got a Deflectobot, Harvest Golem, and a Tabby Cat. All are 7/4, 5/6, and 4/4 respective.
That's a no for us.
That's a
unfortunately, unless
no.
Yeah. Oh, love leaving things on 1. Love it. This feels good. Great feeling.
Pew, pew.
Wait, are there microbots in that already? Nice, Jammies. That's strong.
Jammies is putting on the old magnetic tricks. So.
Right? Doing that 1/2. Right. Okay, Terpsy. So you see how Terpsy just went to 4 right here?
Yep.
That's because of their passive hero power. So they didn't have to pay for it to go up.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So we definitely want to level here as like Suzu. We want to level here because we're playing against our teammate. So this is the easiest level in freeze. We could sell, but we don't want to play a 5 drop out. So I think it's better to just keep the board. I don't know. Knowing me, if it was me at Riots, I would sell that 2-1 and that 1-2 and buy it, and I'd be like, position your board so you sell everything. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
There you go.
But I'm greedy. I would like a 6 drop, but I think getting a 5 drops here is good as long as we freeze the board. As long as we freeze the board. Oh no. Oh no, Suzaru. Please freeze. I can't even tell you to freeze the board. Okay. Woo! Really trying me today. Saku. I don't know if you can feel my blood pressure over here, but it's up there.
You're trying to telepathically tell them to freeze it.
They don't listen. Remember when I was telling Brushy to level? He didn't listen to me.
Yeah, that's Brushy because he's got a little bit of thicker skull. So.
It should. Yes. Okay. So.
I mean that in a nice way.
Oh, the nicest of way. I think he could have had the that spawn could have been first. It depends where this hit goes. Yeah. Oh, but again, actually, I like this because what I was saying before, if you're in a good spot, you want to position so your teammate who's in a much less good position wins. So this was fine.
All right, so we're gonna switch over to my view, which is through
All
Jamie's,
right.
and you can
Let's
jump
do
over to
it.
Suzuru or whoever.
I'm gonna switch to somebody else because I'm giving myself anxiety. So you got Jamie. Look at Jamie's.
Jamie's is
Got some 4 drops to pick.
Yep. He's rolling and scrolling.
I didn't hate the Herald pick there. I do think there's other things that are better, but I didn't hate the Herald pick.
Went to the clunker instead. Going for the
Ooh,
mech side.
trying to get that buff.
He's got the little cute cat. That 5/5 cute cat, so that's probably gonna be leaving soon.
Yeah, soon. That's your weakest unit. Not being able to find a 4 drop, but that's okay because now you have a pair if you buy that 2/5.
Yep.
Which I'm assuming Jamie's is going to do. I think that's more important than the hero power. Interesting.
He forked it back.
Wait,
Okay.
is he buying? Okay, he's valuing his hero power right there. I think I actually kind of liked having the pair better.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's correct. I'm not gonna say it is, but I'm a pair gamer. I know that your hero power is like it is part of your strength, but that would have I don't know. I just like pairs. It also would have been another 2/5 on the board, which is more than 3/3 stats.
Yep.
But oh my god, what happened? Now we got a Mithrax? It's dead, but we got one. We got double eggs? Okay.
Oker.
Okay, lots going on over there.
Oh, that big 8/8 crushing.
Yeah, that was okay. That was
Comes another
it
crush.
depends where this hit goes.
Oh, that's a good hit.
That was but we needed to hit that 2/5 first. That's 10 damage. That's a lot.
I wouldn't have lasted anyway, just because the microbots would have spawned and
Yeah, agreed with you.
no deaths yet. Still waiting for
Nobody.
the first casualty of the second round here. Jamie's not seeing any bots, so he's gonna have to. Do you roll or do you hit? Do you bump up?
So you're playing against Devour, so you know that they have high statted minions.
Yeah.
Your Divine Shield is Chef's Kiss. You love having that. You probably want to sell eventually. If you got rid of the last one, so I think just selling that 2/5 at this point to ensure that your hit goes to your Deflecto
Right.
makes sense. So at this point, I'd probably rolling for another Deflecto. I would or the Anoia module or what is it called? The one. Yeah, Anoia module. I said that correctly.
I was just gonna say you're right. Yep.
To put on my harvest. But I think this I understand the sensei, but it's turn 8. I think if this was turn 6, get the sensei. At this point, I don't know if you want the sensei. Ended up leveling, maybe accepted the fact that they're just gonna lose this in general. Maybe. It depends.
Maybe. Right.
We don't know 100%. They also are mechs. And that's a 14-11. That is huge with a reset. So this could still go either way. Jamie's is very strong. Oh, that was good. That was a good. Jamie's is strong for turn 8. They could be a little stronger, but
this is gonna be a rough outing here.
That's a life fang.
Yep. Bomb.
Oh my goodness gracious. We just want to kill the life fang, right? That's all you care about?
Yep. That light fang is still alive.
It is? Okay, but it might not be now. 50-50? All right.
Nope. 7 to the dome for jammies.
7 is a lot.
Yeah. We'll go 2 more turns and then we'll jump over to your
Okay.
screen.
All right. I will say, just because who I'm watching, their health is kind of low. So I'll give you a little sneak peek.
Okay.
They have a perfect Amalgadon. So that's nice. They just also bought a lot of really good stuff. So that's fun for them too. But they're going against my teammates, so it makes me upset. But Chammy's is still looking strong.
Yep, hasn't made too many moves yet, except for
No.
the apprentice, Kangor's apprentice. The bots.
Can't find that Annoya module to save your life, huh?
So we either go for Rover or for Golem.
I like the second reset and a pair. I think that's strong.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think that's strong. I would move it up one more, two
But
more
past
actually.
the
I would put
4-7
it,
or past
yeah.
the 7-7? Yeah.
I would put it after the 8-8. So I would have it the 18-12, 9-10, 8-8, and then the
Gotcha.
module.
So maybe even the 2-3 in between 18 and 9. That way it bursts first. And
Having it at the end. I mean, let's see. They're not playing their teammate either. So I just don't think he is realizing.
Gotcha.
But also, there's no taunts, so like,
Yep.
that also makes it less important because your opponent can hit anything.
Speaking of pretty kitties, look at that pair of
Oh wow,
7-7s.
that was
a nasty slice. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so that resets the Deflectobot.
Ooh.
Another big hit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Jamie's taking heat.
Oh, and they didn't hit the mama, so those are buffed.
Mama
That's a
continuing
lot.
with the anger. Oh, there we go. That's it.
Yeah.
What's Jamie take for damage? 19. Okay.
That is a lot.
Still no casualties. So let's jump
Everybody's alive.
Jump over to Susuru here. Be on Steffi's screen.
Oh, so I'm watching AFK.
Okay.
So that is Canoe.
Okay.
Canoe has been able to recover because you're going to see not one but 2 win conditions in their hand right now with the Light Fang, Bran. 1, 2, 3, 4 different types here. A lot of rolling though. The 2/2, the mug seems just fine. It's not like perfect. I don't know. A part of me would kind of be greedy and maybe roll one more, but even so, it's like, eh. Oh, they did it! You want to get the Mithrax? That's some stats. It's better than a 3/3. I don't know at this point though. Being at 4, you freeze for the brand. It's tempting, but I just don't think you do. The Harbinger is interesting with double taunt, but yeah, just a casual perfect Amalgadon. They also got this before they had brand in hand. So originally it was just Wind Fury, Poison, and Divine Shield. So literally perfect without Brand's help. Buffs are from Brand and Light Fang though now, but
yeah.
But we'll see. They're playing against their no, that's not their teammate. They're playing against wow, everybody, look at this. So we got the bottom 4, 5, 12, 10, 8, 7, 4. I predict 3 people to die. It's my prediction. I do.
Stephanie
3 people
with
are out of here.
the Deadpool watch. So
The hot takes here. Well, I think we can kind of already get an idea of who this first one might be, unfortunately.
So I'm spectating Superhero right now, who's at the top of the pile. So
nice. Oh, they're doing. Oh, that was close. But Jamie's coming in with that victory.
coming in big. And blows up who? Who did he kill? Oh wow, it's 2 people went out. So Terpsy in 8th.
Terpsy
Wild9 in
8th.
7th. Right on the screen. So
yeah. Let me go ahead and put that in.
can I get those in?
Gotta write them in. All right. So right now it looks like Superhero is going against Chizuru, who's doing some beast shenanigans that we last saw. And then I'm watching AFK having a very nice menagerie build with Light Fang Brand and now Mithrax. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
However, not gonna lie, this is turn 11. I feel like a lot of people that we've seen are kind of weak. And I'm not saying that as an insult. I think it's just
No,
like,
it's just
you know what I mean? It's just like it's been a weird lobby. Like nothing. Nobody. Actually, let me rephrase. Nobody kind of like powerhouse
no.
their way through. There was like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. There's no elementals or quillbores, which is where you usually see a lot of like those like powerhouse moments.
Mhm.
And we only have one. Seems like a strong menagerie build, which is who I'm watching right now, and it actually they've been doing pretty good. They did 18 and then 10 after getting these pieces. So, but now we got who am I? Oh, I haven't seen Brushy. We're fighting Brushy, and it looks like Brushy's
Brushy's
hitting people.
Brushy's doing well. Yeah, he must
Oh,
like
Brushy's
the
got 3
efforts.
pirates. I wonder if Brushy has the build, that like little OTK build.
So I got
But see what
superhero going
happens.
up against Suzuru.
Mm-hmm. 2 poisons are always good. A big taunt. Love to see it. See what happens. Interesting. That's a very interesting positioning. So it looks like we're definitely getting a lot of mama value, which I think might just be enough, right? Oh, I don't know. That was a really good hit. Ah, these are not the hits that you want to see. Well, but that was a good.
Brushy's
That was a
board
good hit.
exploded. Yep.
Yeah, Brushy has this like a death rattle build going on. Oh, very interesting.
What the?
I love it. I'm here for it. 10 out of 10. Yeah, get those spiders out.
Spiders
Wow.
are putting in some work. Look at that.
These spiders were putting in a lot of work. I think we know. Wow, okay.
Brushy.
AFK was strong too, but not strong enough to beat
No.
Brushy.
Not strong enough to beat the Zephyrs. So
No.
we got a couple more casualties. So we got
So that
Canoe
was
in 7th, 6th.
And then who was 5th?
Nice Jewish Owl.
Oh no! Oh no, not my opponents that were closest to us.
Wah, wah.
Point-wise, oh no. I'm just kidding. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
So we got 6 for Canoe and 5 for.
I'm gonna go spectate Brushy.
Okay. So we're
Come
gonna
on.
jump over to my screen, which is
Superhero.
Superhero.
I would spectate Suzuru again, but I was watching him a lot earlier, so I don't want to
Yeah.
put the pressure on.
He's all good. Sure, he's been
So, oh wait, we're gonna be fighting each other.
nice. Oh, you even get the actually superheroes get the new new Bob.
Oh, one of the new Bobs. Yeah,
Baneri.
cool. That's cute. So you're gonna see the fun.
Oh, I get
Those at home are gonna see the fun.
sound a little bit. Oh, going up against Brushy.
Yeah, watch this. Look at
And-
this build. What is he doing? What is this build? I love it.
Man is
Ooh.
on fire.
It is. However, this double poison, that's a little spook. However, this triple selfless hero
Oh,
is also a
that's-
little spook.
that's
All
putting-
right. That was a really good one.
Oh my god, that's gross.
This is so funny. Look at all this. What is going on?
Freaking puking 8/8s and
Oh,
my
that was a bad
goodness.
hit. Wow. Yeah, he is very strong. He's just out here having a good old time.
Putting people on reset. That's right, man. So superhero taking a dive.
Man.
3rd place for superhero. So who died before him?
Oh, so Jammy. So Jammy's got 4. So let me go ahead and put Jammy's in the 4th. And then we got Superhero taking 3rd. And now we're just left with my boy Suzuru versus my boy Brushy.
Nice. So you got Brushy on tap or no?
I do. I'm watching Brushy at the moment.
All right. Okay. So switch over to you right now.
Okay. So for those at home who didn't know what I've been laughing about this whole time, You will see here that Brushy has a very interesting build, and he is trying to decide what he wants to sell because now he has not one but two. He sold his swipe. No, Brushy, I don't agree with you. I'm gonna stop you right there. If you could hear me right now, I understand that you want to keep
Steffi,
this
he's
gas.
new. He hasn't played since May. He's new. Give him.
You're still giving him a hard time. Where's your poison, Brushy?
Where your poison be?
I bet you wish you had that like 21 something statted minion now.
Nah.
I'm just kidding. It's all jokes. It truly is, and it's all love. So
So we got just to give you Suzuru's lineup. He's got a Cave Hydra with a 24-28, Gas Coiler at 17-17, High Main at 28-26, and another High Main at 12-11, and then a Mama Bear. Just
that's a golden Mama Bear. Also,
yeah,
I think it's important.
Yeah, my bad. And a golden.
That's a golden.
So it should be an interesting battle.
Interesting that he picked up the Zap. I wonder why he picked up Zap. What does Brushy say?
Ooh.
It says mixed minion. I don't know why he picked up that Zap, if I'm being 100%. But it did not work out in his favor. I mean, it wasn't a bad pickup though, but I just don't know why he did. All right, let's see what's in the box.
A boat comes out.
We got a boat, but the boat, unfortunately, is only going to summon one thing. So this is the one bad thing about
the boat.
Actually, both of these builds, to be quite honest, is your space, your board space, right? So it gets very cluttered, which is why I was surprised that he sold his swipe. If it were me, I would have sold the gas coiler, which I know the gas coiler does a lot, but Eggy was your taunted minion, and it gave you 3 8/8s, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just stats are crucial. But I get it. That's fun. We got a lot going on here. Now we just need to find poison. Are Murlocs in the game? Yes. So we just need to find poison for our Malgadons, and then he's in a very good spot.
So now that the players actually get to see what
pair, buy that pair.
What's going on with what.
I don't agree with that, Brushy. I would have bought that pair. Because 16/16s are better than 8/8s. Especially when you know that your opponent just has like this big beast comp. It kind of just makes sense to go for bigger stats.
Yeah. And
also he could have hit the triple Amalgadon to get it poison, because right now these two aren't doing anything for you. Elias is interesting. But neither of them have Wind Fury either, so it's tough. This is a tough spot to be in.
Not much happening over on Suzuru's side. There's he's still got
Suzuru's kind of stuck.
3 coins left. Yep.
Suzuru's a little stuck.
Got a Murloc in there, but what is Suzuru looking for, I wonder? Anyway, not that the viewers can see what we're looking at, but anyway.
Really, it's kind of just like another Hydra.
There's
another Hydra would be good. Goldrin would be good. I do like the Goldrin pickup though, as we see on
Brushy's screen.
Brushy's end, because it hits all like that hit that it was a good pickup. At first it didn't occur to me, and then I just had a moment. I was like, oh wait, no, that's a really good pickup. That like is a game changer good, especially because he was able to taunt everything.
Yeah.
There's all our 8/8s.
8/8s are.
But that's gonna get the swing in, so we'll see. Is it enough? Look at that!
Oh my!
I would be so angry if that's what I got out of my.
Oh my!
Oh, I would be livid.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, so I think it's clear. Suzuru's taking this victory here.
Is it 14? Nope.
Get him, plants.
Oh, it is exact.
Oh, it is. Because of that, yeah, the token. Because what are they, 5, 10, now it's 14.
Well, congrats to Suzuru on the second round.
Good job, Suzuru.
Brushy,
good job to Brushy.
Yeah.
Brushy did really well. Brushy is the only one who... Oh, Brushy and Suzuru are the only ones that topped forward both times. Well, good job, guys.
Yeah. No, it was...
That's a hysterical. He got double scallywag. That sucks. All right. That was fun. This was a great night
It
of
was an
battle.
awesome Battlegrounds outing, and we'll just review the first round of all the players that got involved. So we got Jammies coming in at 8th, thanks Donde. Terpsy at 7. So this is the first round again, folks. Superhero at 6. Where's my 5? Wild 9 was at 5. Suzuru at 4. Brushy at 3. Owl at 2, and Canoe at 1. And then the final second round, we had up having Terpsy at 8, Wild 9 at 7, Canoe at 6, Owl at 5, Jamie's at 4, and then 3 was Superhero, then Brushy, then Suzuru coming in at number 1. So
Yeah, that looks about right.
that's,
I went to try to look at the this week, but all the points aren't in yet.
yeah.
I have to yell at my teammates real quick because there's two who don't have any for the first or second. So let me go
Like why
remind them.
why you stopping? Why you waiting? But it's I really love and enjoy seeing Battlegrounds and what people's comps end up coming out with, and
Mm-hmm.
how some battle back from the brink of having two hit points and end up winning it. It's pretty close tonight. So AFK doing some work.
Yeah. Oh, I was so happy to see AFK that time.
Yeah.
I don't know Canoe, so I can't message them and be like, "Yo," because I don't want to scare them away. Nah, I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna send a message right now. Are they online or did they get off? I would have got off too.
It's all good.
I don't blame
So,
them. I don't blame them. But yeah, so I'm excited to see. Let's look up at the. I'm gonna take a little sneak peek at the green lobby and
Sure.
see how teams are doing. Actually, let me just go to all the. Well, it's hard to when you go to standings because all the points aren't in.
Actually, all the points are in, except for blue lobby. The green points are in.
Yeah. So we still need
Ooh, Mew is
all of our
strong.
points. But let me go. I just want to go look at the current weeks.
So we got Mewy cleaning house tonight, getting ones and 2s.
Oh, wow. Nice. With a total of 18. Fire Emblem, 15 total points for the week.
Yep.
Not surprised. Fire Emblem was a monster last season.
Yes.
I know you remember that, Saku. We
Yep.
would always gush. We would gush over Fire Emblem. Then we got your mom, Ked, who is also a strong player with 13 points. And then if we look above,
My homeboy Phoenix.
Yachter,
Yep.
15. Lol.
Lil Ninka.
I have to say it correctly because I'm not here to offend anybody.
Lol.
Ninko with 13 points as well. That's good. That's impressive.
That was Friday night action. Yep.
Oh, look at this Steffi Queen, 15 points.
Isn't that something?
What? Is that something?
Flexing.
Ladies. Oh man, me and Brushy tied. He's also 15. Kind of be better. Damon?
Damon. Yeah.
Damon, 14.7. Why is it 0.7? That's interesting. I don't know
He
why
had a
it's
4.
0.7.
Yeah, it's a weird stat. Well, even with Jammies, Superhero at 10.8, like where does the 0.8 come from?
And then Wild with 5.8. It's a lot, but and then like I said, my two teammates still haven't put their point. I put it in.
Gotcha.
No, it didn't. So I'm gonna go. Luckily, we have this one casted, so all the points will be able to go in appropriately. Has that refreshed? So I'm not worried about that. I just want to make sure we get our points for the week. But that was so much fun. Did you have a good time, Saku?
I always do, and casting with you just enhances everything. So there you go.
Chef's kiss. We know how to BGs. That's
You're
what
right.
it comes down to. We just know how to have a good time in this BGs world. But you just work so hard because you're doing other casting before the BGs, so it's like a double whammy for you.
It's easy. It's easy once you start getting into the flow of things. Just like you do your own casting. It's once you get on a roll, it's no sweat. So.
That's true.
But we want to thank all the viewers that were jumping on for Sunday night for the match, obviously the legacy match between Ron and Automated Button. That showed Ron taking the loss there at 3-1 to Automated Button in a great match. And then we have the BGs. So BGs flowing like no other, I guess, in
like
THL.
nothing.
So
we are just here to persevere.
that's right. So Steffi, any final words there before we let everybody go?
No, thank you all so much, for just hanging out with us tonight throughout the whole thing. Even whatever bits and pieces you decide to stick around for, we always appreciate it. We always got something going on here in THL, so make sure you hit that follow.
Yep.
Join our Discord or Twitter so you can be notified of all the different things we have going on throughout the week. It's a fun community we got going on here.
100%. Couldn't have said it better myself. So
Truly.
with that, enjoy your night, everybody. We love you. Peace out. Be safe.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.